everything's good now.
In the terrain view, you can see the rail lines crisscrossing Europe, specifically in the Alban bits. They're much more
Alban
Yeah.
rail lines.
The Alban bits of the world have a lot more rails in them than the non-Alban bits. I'm noticing.
There's a small Hungarian rail, and then there's the French system, which, if I remember right, the French are one big nation now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, they're one nation. I wouldn't say they're big.
Fair.
Yeah, they are shrinking.
They are the number 2, and they are at war?
They're once large nation.
They're at war with Ceylon?
They're probably trying to take over more fun things, and they're trying to get into the colony.
That small dot on the map?
Oh, no, Ceylon also controls northern India as well.
Oh, yeah. That they do.
Okay. That's all Ceylon.
But they are probably trying to take the ports.
They want
Oh,
Sri
it's
Lanka.
their capital. So maybe they're trying to take Madurai here? Maybe?
Why can't we fucking tell them, no, you can't have that? They're evil for doing that.
Don't worry, it only affects us. It's fine.
I hate it.
How many years until we can go to war with Andalusia again? I'm already feeling the itch. We were consuming Andalusia and Egypt. We were going back and forth as much as the world would allow us.
Yeah.
We are at 20 global anger, so we are going to make decisions.
We could do it now, theoretically.
Oh, we're at 20 bad anger.
We are, but we were also saying that we might make that decision, that it's time.
We were considering, what if we waited like a half a year so that that 5 won't immediately get us to 25?
That would be fine. I was in the
Just so we
process
can
of doing
start
a great reorganization anyway. We have like the potential man crop we can get has increased like 100-fold.
Yeah, we're only at 2/3 of our military capacity.
I want all thirds.
I remember we had a scary economic spiral that seems to have fixed itself, and hopefully continues to fix itself.
We are starting to industrialize, and people are starting to go into the factories now.
Yeah, I remember we had all the empty factories.
And now we have not a lot of empty factories, actually. They don't have
But-
a lot of people in them yet, but they have people.
And
They
with
have
the new
like
equipment-
5 people out of like 5,000 that need to run the factory, but it's not 0. So something's being produced now.
And we just increased the railroad capacity, and they're going to start building up our railroads again, which I believe is tier 3? Is it tier 2? But we're doing cheap iron, and then we are going to start doing some military stuff to ensure our dominance.
Jordan and I were pushing hard for industry techs.
Yeah,
Because we kept falling down that little graph over there, and it was making...
It makes my heart stop.
It was haunting my dreams.
Yeah.
That is understandable. And it has helped quite a bit. We do still need inorganic chemistry at some point. But if we're thinking about making the decision and pushing the big red button that we can't unpush, then we want to be as militarily strong as possible.
I know.
Yeah.
I'm gonna avoid pushing the big red button for as long as I can fucking tolerate it.
But there will come a time where I can no longer tolerate it.
It is like grating every time I'm told I can't. It's like, what do you mean?
By what law do you say that I can't do it?
Autocracy is unshakable, motherfucker.
I think most of these are already good to go for now. All of these 30s that are just scattered around are already deployed. So they are fine, and we don't have to work with them. We do have... These guys could use some horsies. This is probably going to be what I do for, like, the next hour or so. Because it's going to be a lot.
Just fixing the army.
Yeah.
Get the spreadsheets out.
Gotta get the spreadsheets out. Gotta make sure everybody has their artillerist and an engineer.
That little change between Victoria and EU4, the invention of the army template mechanic, saves so much time.
It
Seems
does.
very useful.
It's very useful.
It's great in EU4, but remember, EU4, even though that happened before, came out after this. And so that...
At the next game, we will go even further back. every game it'll go further and further back until we're back on the Atari, and we have to record it by getting an actual camcorder out and filming the screen.
If you actually go by like the timeline we have of like the date of the games, it's all over the place because at the time Crusader Kings III was like the newest fucking thing. It just came out, so brand new. But that was 1,000 years ago in game. And then we did EU4, which came out like a decade or so ago. And then we did this, which came out like even farther long ago. and then we'll go to Stellaris, which came out like I think 6-7 years ago.
Yeah.
So it's like new, back, new. You know, like.
It's fine.
Maybe by the time we get to Stellaris, there'll be Stellaris 2.
I can't fathom a Stellaris 2. What the fuck would they even do?
I mean, I don't know.
They just released the newest DLC
They made an
for it,
EU4.
Like
Surely there will be something.
Well, there was a long time, like, technology gap in real life between the releases of, like, the Victoria games and the Europa Universalis games. Stellaris is extremely pretty, and Stellaris is so big, and they've changed the whole fucking game, like, from when it came out to now. It is so different than it was when it came out. So different. I can't fathom what a Stellaris 2 would even fucking be. Even amongst the Paradox fucking abused masses with the DLCs, I have a feeling that would generate beyond fury if they announced a Stellaris 2. Because it's like, everyone had my opinion. It's like, what the fuck are you even doing, you know? What even is a Stellaris 2?
That would be the straw that broke the camel's back?
It'd have to have some crazy technology in it. It's like, you can now fucking... It's like, it has VR integration, and it's like the druggy fucking detective in Heavy Rain. Where he's sitting there and you just have the stars around you and you start pointing at things. Like, it'd have to be that.
It'd be kind of cool.
And anything less than that, it's like, what are you even doing?
That seems like a very good use for VR, actually. Like, doing battles. You could fly over your battle and direct people with your hands
all around you.
I would love that.
You can have like a panoramic map of your empire, and you just look around. It's like, oh, look at
those
systems.
you zoom in and you keep zooming in, and it gets to the battlefield, and you start directing it.
It'd be like whenever you see them doing like map stuff in Star Wars with the holograms.
Yeah, it'd be that.
Oh, Africa's falling apart again. We love secret police. I don't even know what the situation is, but I know the secret police.
Hungary will hate us more.
Yeah,
fuck them.
Yeah, fuck them. It is unfortunate that Spain has decided to now defend itself. It seems to decide that it's going to have troops in Spain now.
It's very rude.
It's because did they finally realize that we intend to eat every bit of them?
Yeah,
they finally get that.
The clutching hand that's formed in their country, trying to squeeze their capital.
Squeeze the fucking heart of their country.
Until it palpitates no more.
Well, they don't need it, obviously. Look at what they're doing to it. They've gone from being one of the most powerful nations in the world to being a backwater shithole.
They're not a country. We're helping them.
They decided not to be a country.
Go back over to North America.
You saw
I still love the gun. I love the gun.
There's the gun. There's the hostage situation, and then there is the America as well. That scares me over there. The USA.
Yeah, they do exist now.
USA might be almost entirely Ohio and Illinois soon.
There's a little bit of Indiana.
Weird. A little bit.
They're not a state.
they're just they're a pit stop.
Their biggest export, I think, would be Klansmen, probably.
Listen, nobody stops in Indiana. They drive through Indiana.
It's a flyby state, but in the east side.
So, if we do this one, France, or we gain a humiliate Casus Belli on France, but we lose prestige. Or for this one, we just gain a little bit of prestige and they like us a little more.
Will we get the world anger for going to war with France over that with that Casus Belli?
I believe what makes the infamy is generating your own Casus Belli.
So if we use that, would be fine.
We can go to war with France and then fucking burn down every factory they own.
As long as
like that.
As long as we don't try to take any more. Or,
yeah, I know.
Or add any other.
I mean, but we will. But I'm just saying for now.
Yeah, for now, just go in and break it.
What,
they have a big
area?
army all aligned along the border.
Yeah,
and it's only a couple months. Can we even get the army like ready for that?
I don't
because
think
that's
so.
a lot of troops. I don't think we should. We're not prepared.
Yeah,
they have
are
like
the
a
number
whole
2
line.
country in the world.
They have like a whole formed outline, and our troops are scattershot throughout the whole empire. And we would have like 3 months to get ready.
I don't like this. I don't like doing it.
I don't like it either.
I'd say just do the fine one.
You will love us.
Some prestige.
You love us.
I guess.
Granada threw our people out. Who
France is fucking around with us with Granada.
Fuck you, sons of bitches. Goddamn.
We will
Frenchies.
correct that. We will correct that once these other countries that aren't countries are gone.
We are the greatest exporter of coal in the world, I believe.
I know. I want.
You could have stopped at the 4th war.
Yeah, 52% in the world.
Beautiful.
I want the coal supply of the planet.
I vote Mainz gets defenestrated. Fuck you.
Defenestration.
Prague's right over here somewhere. Right here. It's right here. You'll get thrown out of that really tall tower. African reactionaries, clothes factory, and railroad.
I'm just waiting. That little flag over there says like 19 or something. And then I'm gonna say, okay, time to steal land.
Time. It's fine.
It's fine.
No, I'm just wanting it. If I chant it loud enough and often enough, it'll become
another general is dead.
I don't like General.
He scares me. Maybe they do need to die off.
I can move another army over here. We have 4. But should I? I guess we could just move the army in Rome since it's not necessarily on the front line over here already.
I'd say that's fine. They're not doing nothing.
Okay. So you get on that
fucking Nobody
boat.
would ever attack Rome.
Why would they?
The Italian peninsula has seen a lot of peace for a long time.
We finally brought peace to Italy.
It needed it.
We took it, and
going to war with them.
And the Second Dark Age was mostly focused on Germany and the Balkans.
Yeah.
So Italy was spared from more of the horror out of that.
I'm gonna throw.
And there was probably a whole refugee crisis, if I had to guess. But other than that,
our coal production's going up. Everything we mine is going up.
Good.
And I'm gonna throw some money at the money men.
I want to empty Mother Earth.
I want it to be hollow. I want us to have a rare earth crisis once we get to fucking Stellaris. And we have to go to the stars because Earth is no good anymore.
Once we get to democracy times.
Democracy.
Truly the spreadsheet of games. I mean, I enjoy it, but it is a spreadsheet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You get to sit around for a while, and it's like psychiatry. You got to find root causes.
Where are the numbers at, and how do I get them to where I want them?
And you need to hope the voters give you enough leeway for the solutions you have to kick in.
I played Democracy 3, but that's the only one I've played.
Jordan and I mastered the art of democracy.
You can eventually get your way however you want.
We were becoming the president of America, Eterna, forever. Like the election started becoming
don't need
very.
Term limits.
They started becoming very not necessary. It's like I'm gonna win. It's fine. Not like president, not even campaigning.
Like 70% of people were voting for us, so it was like I won.
Not campaigning, just staying in. I solved all the crises of the day with reasonable solutions.
The only thing left was the rare earth crisis.
Yeah, there'd be the rare earth crisis, and usually the corporations would eventually say, okay, I hate you. And they'd say, we're leaving. And it's like, no, don't leave. It's illegal to leave.
Please, you can't leave. I put a wall up. You can't get out.
The rich people were always our biggest enemy.
Yeah, they don't like what we wanted to do.
Do we want to start doing the take now?
Yeah.
It's time, yeah.
It's time.
The ticker is ticked.
Mm-hmm.
The head justice of international cooperation, his little like fucking hourglass he had on his desk.
Mm-hmm.
The sand went down on it. Like,
Waiting for the exact moment. It's like, good, go on.
War's good now.
I don't like this development on the Alban French border. I don't like what they've done here. Where they have literally like 400,000 troops lined up on the border.
I'm going to start building a bunch of forts.
For reasons.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Reasons.
Paris looks like it needs a fort, you know?
Mm-hmm, it does.
Do the forts have upkeep out of curiosity?
I don't believe so, but they require a lot in terms of...
stuff you put in.
Yeah, to build the fuckers.
Malacca.
Well, we have a lot of stuff, so we can build the fuckers, and if they don't cost upkeep, just build the fuckers.
Mm-hmm.
We can do that.
What about our French-Italian border? We have a lot of mountains there. I'm sure that shit can hold out forever if we put redoubts there.
We certainly can. We can even build one down here in Nice.
Which is Alban and not French. Fuck off.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
I'm even going to build a railroad there. A lot of our guys can't stay in the mountains at the moment, though, because we aren't good enough on the infrastructure there.
It is the 1850s, and ordering fucking 30,000 men to be stationed in the mountains is a big ask.
Yeah.
They don't like starving in mountain forts for some reason.
That's like World War I fucking numbers in the mountains, and not World War I times.
Just attach yourself to the side of this mountain.
Everything will be all right. Just trust your commander.
The British Grenadiers.
It sounds so happy.
Our 25% of our people can read. That's actually a huge improvement over where we were not too long ago.
What did we start at?
We started at like 8%.
We did fucking give them schools and stuff because I was told they would join the fucking workforce if we did that.
I was told they'd get over it, but then they started asking more things, and I didn't appreciate that.
Secret police to the rescue.
Friend, fix it. Whatever it was.
I love the secret police.
Fix it. I love them. They're great.
Nigerians don't have religion.
Who gives a hoot? What is a Nigerian?
I don't know. It's all Alban to me.
It's like, that's not an Alban or a European, so I have no clue what that is.
The factory in Westphalia is growing at the moment. That's why these people are mostly unemployed. But we could actually probably go ahead and take advantage of the fact that there's only one factory there.
Oh,
Because we have the conservatives in power, they're trying to let the moneymen do it. So we can't build factories. We can only improve them.
Yeah, I remember we made that concession. We were aware of that problem at the time. We said it was fine. But I was just looking up historical literacy rates, and our literacy rates are currently much higher than the global average at this time.
I'm so glad.
What was the average?
The global average literacy rate was around 25% in like 1920.
Oh,
so
good for
we're
us. Good
we're
for
ahead
us.
of time.
Good.
That does scare me. That means that people are gonna know stuff.
That's true.
Maybe we went overboard.
That means
we keep them
that
too much
means
education.
that means they'll know more than they did before, and that's not good because they knew way too much at this time.
They did. 1880s is when that big whole commune concept happens.
Goddamn communards.
If we don't learn it, it'll be fine.
Don't let the thought in, citizens. Don't let it get into you. It's like Satan.
Give the populace the fish.
Don't let Satan in.
Don't let the devil in.
We are still a moralist society.
Albans shut their eyes and put their hands over their ears, and they go la la la.
La 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 la. The Emperor has told me not to care, so I will not. Tensions have dissipated in West Morocco. Oh, that's nice. They've started to finally capitulate to us.
I'm glad. They need to get over it.
Goddamn Japan.
Goddamn Japanesers.
Don't even know you people.
Beautiful country. Liberia, I don't...
How much more can we colonize in Africa? How much more can we leave in Africa?
I already looked.
Boo.
Okay.
We gotta go up one more rank and stuff, which I believe it'll tell us what we need.
We have breech-loaded rifles, but we haven't learned
one rank in stuff.
We need mission to civilize. And then
we're gonna paint this so red.
Which mission to civilize is...
We're gonna go from having no colonies to being the leading colonial power very quickly.
That's what I want.
If we just take all the coastal regions of Africa, it'll make it harder for any other fuckers
physically
to
get in.
Look, they just need to all be Alban. We have schools just for that purpose. They just need to learn.
Mm-hmm.
And we give them every opportunity. We have public education.
My goal is to take all of Andalusia except for their capital, I guess. And then we can start focus on taking Andalusia's colonies.
Mm-hmm.
Do they have any out this way? They have Australia.
They have bits of Australia. They have loads of stuff in America. Mm-hmm.
Basically, if we get one port out here, we can start taking all of these islands.
Mm-hmm.
And we can
paint them red.
Even Hawaii hasn't been colonized yet. They're starting to, though.
Destination.
Who is that? Is that
Who
Hungary?
Are you?
They have a fun flag.
I think
Is
that's
Hungary
not
there?
Hungary.
I don't know who that is.
I don't know.
Let's look at the
Aliens.
great powers. Only great powers can do it. It's Sweden.
It's Sweden, of course. It's
Sweden, of course, yeah.
The only other people capable of reaching, I guess.
The big colonial fuckers of the world.
They're having issues with their reactionaries in the south, so. Advanced ore grinding process. Even more iron.
Good.
I want it all.
As our iron production goes up, the price of iron goes down, and that makes the price of steel and machine parts go down, and that makes our industry go up, 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 up.
Mm-hmm.
And I like it when the green line goes up. Not the down so much, but as long as it stays green.
We have 3,000 men good. Trapped in the Balearic Islands, by the way.
Yeah, I saw them. They're just infantry, but it's wartime.
They're full of fear.
They're just hanging out.
They're not starving or nothing.
Like we're just stranded on this island.
What do we want to take?
Which state do we want?
We can take.
What state is Madrid a part of?
Madrid. That is Castilla la Nueva.
I want that.
Castilla la Nueva.
Castilla la Nueva. They have iron there.
I want it.
We look for Castilla la Nueva.
I want that.
I want that one right
Do we
there.
care to call any friends in?
No.
No.
They may ask something of us.
They might.
War Andalusia.
War Andalusia.
You go trap them in the north. Actually, can you just go and smash their big army?
What are we going to say if we get to the Stellaris times? Is it just going to be like, War Galaxy?
Yeah. We're not going to be kind to the other interstellar powers, that's for sure.
Are we going to be like
in,
righteous?
Gibraltar, by the way.
We do. Are we going to be like righteous exterminators?
We're going to be imperialists.
We're
going to be imperialists like the good old days.
Fucking kill him. Kill him.
Right?
Yeah, we love executing.
Mm-hmm, that's great. It's fun.
A good public execution never hurt nobody.
They're launching a counterattack, and I don't like it.
Down there. Ew. Who the fuck do they think
they're all infantry with no cavalry support, though, so it'll take them a long time to actually hold or take any of that.
You won.
In the meantime, we can kill.
Smash all of their people so that that's their population going down. That's great.
Get the hammers out.
Mm-hmm. They haven't mobilized yet, but I assume it's coming.
Once they realize that we're not leaving until we get a whole fucking state.
I don't want to leave until we get a state every single time.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like that's fair.
We are Alba. We deserve all states. Hiya Safari.
Willie. Willie.
Yes, I see. Hello, Tai. Alba actually goes very well. We are doing a light bit of imperialism.
We are stealing countries.
We are stealing countries. One state at a time.
Land. Land that is actually Alba.
We don't care about opinion of anybody, right?
No.
We're righting the wrong of Spain not being ours.
I only care about the people's opinion if they have a gun at my head.
Yeah,
that's fair.
That's how it goes. If they're like, we will shoot you if you disagree, it's like, oh well.
It's like, well, all right then. We will have change eventually.
I will promise it. I swear.
It'll come definitely.
Let me just jump out of my balcony.
All together now, boys.
My child can take over.
All together now. You get over there too. Hurry up. We're fighting in the mountains and they're defending.
That's a lot of negative modifiers on our rolls. Our troops are just so good that it doesn't matter.
It's nice being able to outnumber the enemy 2-1. With artillery support, since I don't think any of their units are artillery. Now go north.
They're going to do the big starve. There you go.
Go and slay.
I love having large armies. There's no way that this kind of industrialized fighting could ever go poorly.
Why would you say that?
I don't know. Maybe just I see how many guns we're making and we've got a lot of people and,
I don't. What are you saying? What are you getting at?
It's time for us to have a big celebration with our guns. Bessemer steel.
Yeah, now we make a lot more steel.
Oh. That's important in the Industrial Revolution.
And these men are just taking their time, going their own pace, going around to every little
going
village
house to house.
Making sure they stay a night in every village.
Going house to house, making sure everyone speaks the Alban language. God help them if they don't.
You stop at each house and you give them a pamphlet and it's like, you better learn this.
You fill this out right now.
It should be mentioned that we probably walk in and we're like, listen, we're not going to learn your language and only people speak Alban. So you got a month to comply and fill this form out.
Speaking to people that do not speak our
language. Who gives a care about the religion?
As we're explaining this.
I imagine we have a board, or it's like we have 6 languages to choose from. None of them
you may
yours,
have one of these,
but
yours.
You may have one of these.
Out in some African village, it's like, you may choose here. We are giving you a choice.
These are the languages we've accepted. There's a variety in them. One of them's Gaelic. Would you like to speak Gaelic? You say to the African villagers.
Would you like Gaelic? It's similar to your whatever it is you're doing right now.
I'm sure it all sounds the same to you. Surely we'd come up with some lingua franca, though. That's like some mashup, some horrible mashup of every other.
I mean, that's why we're going to become, Alba Ali. The Ali Ajaj and all that. That's what that is.
That's fair.
Whenever you take the French and the Hungarian and the German and the Gaelic and you mix it together, you get the Ali Ajaj.
Put it in a big blender and go blend.
Are we doing the big house to house, take the firstborn son, or do we want to end it now?
I just want the state.
Just state. Just give me state.
I've gotten what I wanted.
It was money or prestige.
They'll take our money. We'll always get more. Look at that.
The war is over.
It's so beautiful.
Alba has grown.
We now officially have, I think, a majority of the provinces in Iberia now.
Huzzah.
May as well just give us the rest of them. You own nothing. You're nothing.
Oh, I love how small the name Andalusia is now.
We have to find room to crowd it in.
We have reduced it greatly.
Beautiful.
And these are all wars.
I think the next one I want to do is to connect our little province there in the south, to connect it to the land that we have.
Do we want to steal from?
That would be a thing. Because we'd have to.
No, I mean no, not the capital, like around it.
Like down here.
I can't see your cursor.
Oh. So
not the capital, but just like connect that land, you know.
The only issue is that Granada down here consists of the Malaga, Granada, Almeria, and Jaén. And the only way that we can connect is if we either go through their capital state, which we can't, or if we also take Granada.
Mm-hmm.
God damn it.
Mm-hmm. It's going to always be a little exclave.
Mm-hmm.
Fine.
Until Hearts of Iron, where all these countries where the Victoria rules told us we couldn't have. It's like, okay, you know, all these countries that are allowed to exist because the Europa Universalis rules, they have to be cleared out now. And then there's going to be countries that are allowed to exist because of the Victoria rules. They'll be cleared out in Hearts of Iron.
Mm-hmm. And then the world will be Alba.
Mm-hmm.
Absolute bastards.
That's what's consistently been the thing that holds back Alba every time, is the contrived rules that each game has on what you can and can't seize. Mm-hmm. When it comes to the raw numbers, we've always been able to take everything. I mean, if they let us get away with what we wanted in Europa Universalis, the entire continent of Europe would be Alba already.
Yeah.
That'd be beautiful.
But they made us go through a dark age.
They hated what we were doing so much we had to go through a second dark age as punishment and recompense for the sin.
I'm just going to do the big European man crop.
Yeah, I think it's about time. I think it's about time you start doing the big man crop, and then you just sort out the numbers later. I think that'd be much faster.
Our numbers to be way bigger than anybody else's, so it's fine.
Mm-hmm.
They gain consciousness if we do this one. So.
Ew.
This one just gives us more prestige and makes them like us a little more.
Do that.
We got lots of cotton, I'm sure. We took over stuff in Egypt.
It's fine.
War between
the news of the world. I do love the newspapers talking about wars we have with a country and it's already over.
Uh-huh. They didn't have enough time to print it.
What do we want to steal next in Egypt? Because that's the other stupid country that we steal from.
I think that we started working our way east, actually.
Mm-hmm.
We did.
We started going out
We know
way.
that there's stuff down here.
We know later on there's stuff.
I think I wanted to connect so that we would actually connect there to that sea.
Should we take the state of Basra?
I think, yeah.
That would give us to the Persian Gulf.
I want to do that.
I'm also going to build a fort here in
Baghdad.
I'm actually just going to go ahead and throw some railroads down here.
Mm-hmm.
It'd be nice to have railroads running through the desert.
The Emperor from the great fucking tower. I was like, I will toss industry here, and here.
I do love being able to toss the industry around.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? I don't want to just do straight up recruitment through all of Africa, because then we'll have a bunch of guys way down on the fucking...
You'll have to get the Navy ready.
They'd be everywhere. So let's recruit from any place that sounds Middle Eastern enough. I don't even fucking know what any of these would be. There's Swahili. I know that one's not a good one. There's Bedouin. We could do them. Edo?
I saw that too, and I was like,
is that Japanese?
I was thinking Japanese.
Do we have islands that I'm unaware of?
Mashriki? Is that?
How about I'll look for... Is there a way we can just filter cultures? More iron production. 40% more iron production.
That's a big number.
We roast that ore.
Nationality.
We make it feel really bad.
Oh, look at the nationality. Okay, if you zoom out, this is the nationality filter. So this is whenever I talk about the language problems of the Alban Empire, this should put in perspective what it is. Just look at it.
Even the parts we've had for a long time in Italy, they're still not even close to each other.
It's hard to administer.
At least the British Isles are beautiful.
That's why that's because that was resolved mostly in Crusader Kings.
I'm just saying. It's like we have one bastion.
We exported some of that old dead culture to other places in EU4, but we had to make decisions. Germany was a hell pit, and we did the best we could.
It looks like Europe has a skin condition.
It's a lot. So
whenever I say we have our list of languages that are accepted, that's what I'm alluding to.
Okay, so the people we want to recruit from are Mashriki. That's all the ones that are out this way.
Mashriki.
So, build army. We got a lot of Mashrikis here. Mashriki? Mashriki. I don't know. I'm just sold to bring back 50 of them. So how about 1, 2, 3? Oh, that's a misery. Oh, are you doable? I guess you'll be doable. We'll take you, and we'll take you, and you, and we'll do a couple of you, and you. Oh, you're Malagasy. I don't even know where you are.
Who even are you?
What the hell is a Malagasy?
I don't know. I think it's Madagascar. Maybe. Oh, there's some more Mashrikis. Oh, we even got some Magna Greeks here. Honestly, I forget you people exist. I mean, you were part of Alba, and then you weren't, and then you took our bloodline, and you ran away with it and tried to make your own little pocket kingdom.
Make decisions.
I feel as though the small enclave that still exists of the Byzantine Empire up here in Crimea is technically like in all official ways Alban and also Byzantine, but we just don't care.
Okay, so Mashriki basically just means Arab.
Yes, it is Egypt. I was looking it up as well. It's Egypt and the Arabian Peninsula, basically. It's just that area.
Awesome. Good to know.
It's like the Middle Eastern world that's not like Persia.
Oh, we're about to get a professional army. There we go.
I love having professional armies. I mean, we did in EU4, but the second Dark Age happened. And the second Dark Age happened, and then we probably went back to a fucking scary feudal system for a minute.
God damn it.
A little bit. It's fine.
I don't like reverting. I'm tired of it. General is dead.
I would like to point out that we gained no infamy from this war because nobody caught us doing the thing.
I did see that, which is why I immediately was talking about stealing things from the east.
So shall I start maneuvering men over this way?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Do we have a truce until 62? So by the time we get men over there and prepared, I think we'll be ready.
It'll take us the better part of a year to fucking move our hulking mass over that direction anyway.
We just keep moving them back and forth and back and forth.
What we need you to do, Willie, is to operate like a fucking machine and regularly send our troops back to Germany to be reconstituted correctly and then send them back out where they need to be.
Okay.
Fucking
and do
kill
that.
him.
Do
what
that
is he
in
fucking
efficient
saying?
means.
What is he fucking saying?
They cull their flock. I mean, yeah, we cull a lot of flocks. I think we should cull him.
Yeah, we're in the business of culling flocks.
I don't like it when flocks start telling us they don't want to be culled. Finland exists.
God called the Alban. God called the Alban family the cullers of men.
We are mankind, and we
don't go fishing. We go culling.
Every good farmer needs to know when a flock needs culled. If there's disease and there's rot going around the flock, it's best to cut off what is unnecessary and dangerous to the fabric of the flock.
We got rot, Skylar.
You sent that huge fleet, right, to the Balearic Islands, and then you told those soldiers they cannot get on, and you had the ship sit there for 2 months, and then left them.
They were busy.
And the soldiers are like, but
they were diseased.
But what about me?
There was diseases.
We'll send you guys over, and I guess you guys can join the rest of these guys.
They throw up their arms in excitement.
Good.
That they will no longer be trapped.
Go on, get on the boat. And now all of you go over to Suez, where we will have our major military establishment here.
We're just having parades.
It makes cotton, so it helps.
How's the great fucking French wall going?
It is building. Slowly but surely. We can make some more railroads while we're at it. Every bit we spend goes back into the economy anyway. It's beautiful.
You gotta spend money to make money.
That stimulus.
We'll build a port here in Canterbury. Why not? Oh yeah, I also need to make sure that all of our colonies down here have ports too, to extend our reach.
Yes.
In the past 20, 30 years, our population has almost doubled, by the way.
It's only gonna get bigger.
A lot.
We're starting to get the fucking scary population graph that you look at when you get to the modern times.
What are you fucking people doing?
Sounds like an
fucking
execution
kill him.
Benin is full of people, which is great.
Oh, there's the notification that we won the Andalusian War.
My goodness.
While prepping the next invasion.
It's like we're already moving on, game.
Mm-hmm.
Did the Swedes take something we were wanting to take?
They better.
I don't know where Benin is.
Who do they fucking think they are? Benin.
Oh, there's a little tiny bit of Andalusia here we could take if we wanted to reach that way.
Mm-hmm.
Benin is in Africa.
Well, what's gonna happen? What's gonna happen once we?
Oh no! Zoom up. Up a little bit more. Oh, I don't see them there. It's like in between our edges there. It's like
Benin
right
is like down in here, but it's Bonin that we wanted to look at.
Oh, excuse me. It's Bonin. Okay. I don't know where that is.
Bonin. And there's all that money that we just spent, but we have lots of money in the bank, so we're fine.
Once we take over all the bits
we've had much
Spain,
more in the bank.
We are going to have to audit Andalusia's empire to find out what part of the world we want to see.
Carl!
Oh, God, it's Carl!
No, Carl, go away, Carl! No!
Karl Marx has published the Communist Manifesto, which has led to workers in Crete to found a party dedicated to advancing the agenda laid out therein. They call themselves socialists and believe in land ruled by the workers, where the workers control the means of production. Equality, justice, solidarity, and democracy are other vital points in
murder him.
So we have now reached the point in the game where other political parties are going to start appearing.
Yep.
First it will be the socialists, then it will be the communists.
No.
What if we
worse.
What if we blockade Crete?
Can we blockade Crete and just decimate it?
We're gonna get our own party here soon. It's just gonna happen.
No! Stop sharing ideas. Burn the books.
No.
That's how we solved the last spur of fucking desire for democracy. We burned the books until it went away.
True.
Where the fuck is Carl at?
He was a German who I think fled to Crete because he realized we would fucking stone his ass.
Oh, yeah, we would.
If I see that motherfucker.
So many nameless generals. So much glory they never needed. No.
We need to go through once the armies are ready and make sure that all the generals have leadership. I mean, all the armies have leadership. Because it's difficult to tell because, you know, the lack of portraits and everything.
It automatically assigns them.
Oh, thank God.
Yeah. Like, all of these guys have generals. Even the tiny ones that only have, like, 3,000 men.
Thank God.
And these are all the extra ones we have in reserve.
We have 57 generals and 19 admirals.
Mm-hmm. We have more than enough for everything we would need.
I remember in the EU4 times, we'd have, like, 4, maybe 5 generals. We'd know them all by name and know where they are. Now it's like, oh, there's 50 of you fuckers now.
The availability of them is determined by your leadership, which is a thing that we have not had to worry about this entire game. So,
okay.
But it also goes up with your literacy. So the more educated people you have, the more generals you're going to get.
We've gained 1% in literacy since the last time we spoke about literacy.
It's happened.
No.
The socialists have been formed.
No.
They exist.
Okay, we're going to actively suppress them now.
Yeah.
And it's in the newspaper.
Okay. We can't.
There he is.
We can't go past this.
Karl Marx and Friedrich Engels have published the Communist Manifesto. Stone them both.
Yeah.
A short but influential document discussing the history of the society and the class struggle in various countries, which has led to workers in Crete to found a party, dedicated to advancing the agenda laid out therein. They call themselves socialists. Fuckers. Meanwhile, a bicycle craze has swept through the Western world.
Oh, that's
It'll
nice.
go away. I've never seen anyone actually use one of those.
I feel like I'm infested.
I know.
I feel like I have a disease.
We have bed bugs.
We just gotta make sure that they know.
Well, they're
who's
not.
in charge.
They ain't allowed. And what are the people's ideologies there? What makes up those? What do those colors mean? The blue is good. The dark blue is also good. What's yellow?
Yellow is liberal.
Okay. Liberal's not great, but it is not the other one. I was concerned. I was concerned that that big third might have been socialist.
I feel like there's going to be a small red splinter that will slowly become not so much of a splinter.
Socialist is a bright red. Communist is going to be a dark red. But then there will also be what I guess we would kind of call libertarians that will appear.
Mm-hmm. It's going to get so complicated.
They're anarcho-liberals is what they are.
Of course.
Oh, yeah. They want to have no taxes.
Good.
They hate taxes and they love government, or they love industry.
Gary Johnson.
Mm-hmm.
And they hate the military, weirdly enough. I hate them.
Interesting.
We do hate them. They want us to be a fucking backwards fucking agrarian society or something. I don't know.
I don't know what they want.
They want tax cuts. That's all they want.
They want tax cuts, and they don't like the military because they know they have to pay for it, so they don't want us to have one.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, so what do you want? It's like, I don't want anything. I don't know.
I want to lay back and be rich.
I hate them. But they love to rebel too, so.
We will shoot them. Could you imagine wanting tax cuts so much that you feel like you must rebel?
Where's my gun? They just hiked the tax 5%.
It's like if we were taxing people into destitution, sure, and
sure,
but we do social programs. I mean, you know,
we do take approximately 30% of all income from all strata of society.
It's all strata.
Listen, has society not improved?
It has improved greatly,
and we are paying for things. They have school now. Okay,
they have schools.
They do have
30% isn't even that bad. It's fine.
What else were they gonna do with that fucking 30%? Just sit on it?
The Jacobins are likely to be the next big uprising we get.
Don't like just having like, oh, there's gonna be an uprising in a couple weeks here on the calendar. I see.
I don't know when it's gonna be because they only have 7 regiments to bring up right now, so they're probably gonna wait for a while. But they'll be the next big one.
Oh.
I love the big wave of the economy.
I really didn't like seeing his face.
We're gonna see his face again because we haven't even researched his technology yet.
I know.
His face is everywhere.
It haunts me.
Ooh, prices of machine parts has collapsed. Japan fears us, as they should.
Oh, look, we found Pompeii and Herculaneum.
Oh, nice.
Found them.
They got blown up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Those were pre-Alba events, so they have not been disturbed.
Ancient.
Anything that happened before, like 850 AD,
it's still the actual timeline.
Is like the actual timeline.
Before things got weird.
God help us if we had started in Rome Total War. Not
God.
Rome Total War, but what's the name of the actual game that they have for that? I can't remember.
Imperator.
Imperator, yeah.
Imperator. I don't know. How would that... I assume you start as Rome, right?
You can start as any of the fucking tribes that are around.
You can be anybody.
Oh, is it you want to become Rome?
It starts way before. It starts back when Rome is literally just like an Etruscan territory up here.
It's like 500 BC is around the time it starts.
I see.
So almost 1,000 years before Crusader Kings.
How old is that game?
It's relatively new, but it was bad when we started this, I should say.
I see.
I've heard that it's gotten a lot better.
We didn't start this with the intention of doing a mega campaign, so that's why we didn't do it.
I have heard that it has gotten a lot better since then, though. Oh, Dred Scott.
Dred Scott.
Oh, who is he?
They're having some fucking funny court systems over there in America.
So what the fuck's going on over there?
They're having fucking arguments on if slavery's okay or not.
What is this?
They're fucking these liberal bastards. Look at that weird flag. Get them out of here. I'm tired of looking at it.
I don't like them.
Between the Americans and the fucking communists.
It's very possible that the USA will go away and we'll have the CSA.
Oh. That little bit of land can't possibly decide to go to civil war itself. It not.
Can't.
Like, the U.S. actually has like a whole system of special stuff just for it that basically guarantees you do civil war unless you protect slavery.
Surely the United States can do some manifest destiny. I would hope.
Well, we've turned off the post-colonialism stuff.
It'd be very sad for them to just be the extent of what they are right there.
We've turned off the post-colonialism stuff, so if they expand, they actually have to go to war with the entirety of the Andalusian remains of their empire. Or
well, they have literally nothing as the thing. Even to fucking standards that aren't Alba, they still have literally nothing though.
Mm-hmm. They are garbage.
But they have less than Andalusia, militarily speaking.
Well, if they had one guy, right, in the United States, and Andalusia had 5 guys in Spain, the United States would still win.
Very true. I mean, realistically speaking, if they decided to go to war, we could always just send them, like, subsidies. It's basically nothing. Here's
a couple pennies from my couch.
It's like a percentage based off of their GDP. So if they make no money, we can send them like 2 pennies and they'll be like, oh, thank you for this generous gift.
Thank you for doubling my economy.
Thank you so much.
It's like I make 3 times that literally every day.
Just in this conversation that we've had here, I've made already more money.
Made it back.
Oh yeah, we were gonna do this.
I'm watching it. We have to wait until 1862.
Okay. I'm glad
I've been watching it. I've been watching it.
I think one army down here would be enough to handle all that.
I'm always thinking about our opportunities for expansion.
We've got the one in Baghdad already. I'll put this guy up here in Aleppo. And this one can go to Antioch. Do you guys have allies? You're allied with the Caucasus, which...
Is that brown stain south of the Caucasus?
Oh, yeah. That's weird. You're weird.
That fucking tiny little brown stain.
I guess.
That coffee stain.
I was about to say that coffee stain on our globe that we point at.
So, since they are uncivilized... We could potentially
We could. Just take.
We could potentially maybe get 2 states out of this.
Oh my god!
Don't tease me.
Please don't tease me.
What's our jingoism? Will our jingoism let that? Our people always tell me I can't do that.
They don't seem to give a shit.
No,
it's happened. It's happened.
7%.
It's happened. I see it. It's right there.
Yeah, tiny red.
The fucking 2%. Sliver in my heart.
2% of our population has decided that the emperor needs to be thrown into the sea.
That's 500,000 people.
Oh, God.
But jingoism's at 7%.
What if 2% would be enough to get like a seat in a lower house or not? Like 2% spread.
Doesn't matter because we are the ones.
I know we don't have one. I'm saying, but the problem is, right? We knew that eventually a lower house is probably going to have to happen. Except now, the people with the red flags are going to have to, be considered in the
We
mix.
might have to fucking do business with a goddamn Bernie Sanders in there.
What if they want a majority?
They do a lot of coalitions, actually.
I know about coalition governments. What if they form a coalition government of different parties that all think the emperor can go fuck himself?
What they decide for coalition speak, I guess, is they go by the number of people and the issues that they actually want. So, like, the socialists are, I believe, anti-military. So they're going to, since a lot of people are, that's their big issue.
They're going to link up with the liberals, and they're going to link up with the fucking, with the crazy no taxes people, and they're going to form 51% of our fucking...
These are the things they want.
Unshakable.
I'm not a fan of free
government.
I'm not a fan of free trade. I don't like the secularized thing.
I don't want to be secular.
They want the anti-military thing for me.
The first thing they want to do is they want to start stripping fucking the emperor's titles. It's like he's not the archabbot anymore.
The fucking titles we've had for 1,000 years now.
They want to strip them, and then eventually they're gonna take the fucking palace from the emperor and force him to live in a home.
That's what they want. Horrible, disgusting.
You know, if we ever want to start rolling things back, we can always put the reactionaries back.
This is what you fucking people get.
The conservatives are a little too fucking radical for us.
I mean, the people love to get uppity when we give them things, and they start demanding more things. So I feel like if they're going to be children, then we should be able to strip the things that they want.
It is why Jordan and I were having
seizures
children when we were talking about educating people.
Because this is what was going to happen. And lo.
And lo, now they're reading Cretan books talking about equality and fucking using the phrase means of production.
Hate.
They don't need to. People don't need to know where things come from. Okay.
No.
They need to know. They need to think the food on their plate came from the emperor. He gave it to them.
I would like a system where whenever they get out of work for the 3 hours that they sleep, they are locked in their homes. Food is deposited under the door through into their houses.
I want a prison.
And then the doors unlock and they can go to work.
We could also have them do a prayer whenever they're getting their food.
We all pray together, and you have to say it very loud. And if you hear your neighbors aren't praying, then maybe you should tell your friendly local neighborhood secret police about it.
Yes.
Or you can tell your abbot, because they also
or the local abbot. Absolutely.
We have the arch abbot, whose job is to look after your goddamn soul. So you should be grateful. And the other abbots,
the emperor personally ferries your soul to heaven.
Like a Valkyrie.
So if you want to go to heaven, you better not displease him.
He's the only one divinely ordained to do so by God.
That's what he does each night. He ferries the souls to the afterlife.
Who? You're in our sphere of influence. Who's telling you to not like us?
France.
I'm sure.
Sure. So you're not in our sphere of influence, but you are friendly with us. So if we just... I think we can just wait it out.
France has expelled our advisors from them twice in a row. Because France knows that if we get a fucking 1 inch, we'll take it.
That is true. We will, in fact. A new socialist political party, the Australian Labour Party, has been formed in the Aborigines. And then there's
a leper colony in Hawaii.
Oliver Wendell Holmes.
Hawaii is currently a leper colony.
Oh, Ceylon is one of the great powers now.
Oh, the Australian Labour
The Mysore of India are scared that Alba's going to take their country.
They should be.
Yeah.
India's like, Alba's coming. India's like, Alba, I know they're readying the rifles. They're going to come for us once they're done doing what they're doing over there. They're coming here.
They sniffed our spices. I know it.
We did, and they're delicious.
They are on the list.
I did just eat some curry chicken earlier, and it tasted really good, and I'd like more.
Oh, and I had a cup of chai right before we started.
We would like more.
India is on the list.
We're gonna be able to reach it once we take Basra.
We
already have the Suez Canal, so we already can reach it. But that's still.
True. Actually, I'm gonna start moving these ships over that way.
Many Egyptian hands, were crushed making that canal. You might as well use it.
And what month? April? Well, I guess we can give it a couple more months. We'll send them over maybe February. Because we need to siege down Cairo as quick as we can. And then we might also... Oh, there's John Brown's last raid.
Holy shit, they are going to have a civil war.
It's coming.
I didn't realize.
They're not even... They're a very new country.
Nothing.
They just just got V-Sand for
Ohio over there.
Like this past year.
They're fast forwarding through it.
I do wonder. Are they?
All right, I'll get Lexington and you get Cincinnati.
Oh, I don't like that. They are largely reactionary, which means that they very well may become the Confederacy. I can't tell if they like slavery from here because I'm not a part of their country. But I don't know. They're led by the Republicans for now, but we'll see. American Anti-Slavery Society down here in Louisville. Indianapolis, they don't have anything. What's over here in Columbus?
I wonder how many slaves they actually have in their country.
It looks like Ohio has slaves. Indiana does not. Kentucky does.
What's that little yellow bit?
This little yellow bit?
Over near Paducah.
Some fucking...
That is the nation of Paducah.
Okay, I didn't realize. I was just curious because it was like one little thing there. I was curious what it was.
That is the great nation of Paducah.
I mean, as somebody that lives nearby, I wouldn't say it's that great, but okay.
It's a whole country. They have a military.
The French are at war with Ceylon. France is cutting them down to size. They're demilitarizing them. Which I don't think Ceylon's going to be able to do much. Unless France has, like, no navy. Which is very possible.
I don't know how many troops they have in India right now, seeing as what the border looks like.
Yeah.
I know if I was them, I'd be afraid of fighting any faraway wars when my army's not at home. I know that. Because if that happened, Alba would walk in.
They do still have the Great Man Wall.
And we would do God knows what to them.
Horrible, horrible crimes that we have to keep the journalists away from.
Well, a couple of these are just infantry forces.
I just don't like the demographic situation with France. They're extremely high population for a country of the size they are. They built incredibly tall.
We'll do some military plans, and then we'll get back to our industry to make sure we can steamroll them.
We are like the whitest country in this fucking earth, and France is the tallest country.
Oh,
in this
Lincoln's been
earth.
assassinated.
Oh no, shit.
Shit, they're like fucking, their foot is on the gas pedal.
It's been a year since things
Where was he shot at?
Oh, did it say?
I want to know.
He was shot dead at close range.
In Ford's Theater.
Which is in Indiana.
Oh, all right. Yeah.
Well, yeah.
I guess so.
Maybe it's linked. Maybe those events are linked to the date, and so the fact that it's 1862, they're like, okay, we got some ground to cover. You know.
Interesting.
People want the liberals to have more power in the upper house.
That's fine. Give it to them.
Do we give them as much as we can, or just 10?
Give them loads of it. It's fine. We'll change it later.
Imagine thinking votes matter.
We'll send out a big fucking message that we're allowing the liberals to have a vote, and then we will get rid of their vote and not tell anybody about it.
Votes made up and the rules don't matter.
Go, fly, my pretties. So we got you guys in Baghdad. You guys are up there. I guess we should probably have an army stationed over this way too. But we got man crop
around.
The man crop has come.
Have to send them to fucking Germany to get organized.
It is the land where things get organized.
The proving grounds of Alba. We tell the Germans, like, organize this mess. And they're like, we can do that for you.
Well, it's in their nature, you see. We have recruited over 300,000 men since the start of the session, though.
Mm-hmm.
How did Liechtenstein happen?
The Holy Roman Empire.
But how did they manage to hang on there?
It was one of those things that nobody decided to do anything with.
The
for
Peace
a
of
long time.
Westphalia.
Oh. I was on Google Maps because I have that open whenever we're doing Victoria, so I can find these little nothing countries. I was just looking at it. I'm like, you're so small. You're so small. How did this happen?
I believe Liechtenstein was... It's the same thing with, like, Andorra. It's, like, old legislation that happened to prevent big countries from going to war with each other that just never got changed. Because, like, Andorra is an absolute monarchy ruled by two princes, and one of the prince is whoever the leader of France is at the time. And so whenever you become president of France, you also become like the absolute monarch of Andorra. But there's also the other absolute monarch is appointed by the papacy, and they have to agree on what happens in Andorra. Yeah, there's a couple of those, and those are like agreements that were made many hundreds of years ago that just never got changed.
The old way's the right way.
It just stuck. No one wanted to deal with it because people started yelling at each other.
New Providence fears our might.
I'm pretty sure Liechtenstein's an absolute monarchy. I think their prince is an absolute monarch.
It is a semi-constitutional monarchy.
Oh.
It is headed by the Prince of Liechtenstein.
Dmitry Mendeleev invents the periodic table listing all 56 known elements.
We got all 56, baby!
We're going crazy.
There's no more.
The Russian Empire expands. What? Zoom out.
Excuse me?
Is there a Russia? Where on this map do I see Russia?
Where's Russia?
Dark green.
Where's Russia?
The dark green here.
Oh.
Russia has officially exists now.
They're here. They made it. They made it to the party.
Russia's here and the United States is here, but they're all very diminutive.
Are they going to do anything, or are they just here?
Oh, okay. So, you see how they are ruled by the Pan-Slavic Party? That's their reactionary party, and it's possible that any other Slavic nation could have those same rebels, and then they'll all join the Russian Empire.
Oh, sweet Jesus. I distinctly remember that Turov and Vladimir have industry ratings that are higher than ours.
No.
And they might become one country. Do we have to build a fucking big wall over there, too?
We can.
Get the fucking hammers out and start hitting these people.
I didn't want to look east. I'm too busy west.
Well, we need to look everywhere, obviously.
We have a multi-front war. What if Russia becomes a big country and they fucking ally with countries like Andalusia and we have multi-front wars? They ally with France.
We'll worry about that when it happens.
What if Russia, France, and Sweden all ally?
We'll worry
and
about
then we'll have a great... Oh, that's going to be the Great War.
There it is.
Russia, France, and Sweden versus Alba. The logistics are going to be a nightmare.
The crystal ball, it's been scried.
So what you're saying is we need to invent a weapon that can absolutely demolish.
Can we invent the nuclear bomb?
Can we do that now?
Not now, but that is a thing you can make.
How soon could you get me a nuclear
In Hearts of Iron, we're gonna nuke people, I think.
Yeah.
I think there's gonna be like, you're gonna give me your country, and they say no. It's like, I'm gonna nuke you 7 times and ask you this question again.
I think you want to give us your country.
You don't want an 8th, okay? You don't want it.
And then I'm gonna ask you this fucking country again, and then next time you'll answer correctly.
And we will take the nuclear remains of your country. Put it on the map as red.
Because I promise you, we will want it more than you will by the end of this.
We'll paint it red and we'll go around it. And we'll be happy knowing it's painted red.
I don't like. France, I just want you gone, so that at least you're not gonna happen.
I would.
They have a scary fucking militarized.
But they're
border.
so big. I know they're so big, and they have a border.
They're the tallest country in the world. Is it time to fucking invade Egypt?
It's time to start preparing for the invasion of Egypt.
They're that other fucking country I have grudges from the old times that I want us to hit repeatedly for the good feelings.
You will give.
You give unto me.
You will give one of your most important ports to us.
You will give. If we walk into a place, we expect to be handed gifts.
I am glad that we ended up taking the Holy Land.
Yes.
Out of curiosity, and that we managed to somehow keep it in the dark.
Yeah.
I remember in the Second Dark Age, people would walk in and occupy the Holy Land constantly. And we were genuinely shocked that no one asked for it back in the concessions that we have to have signing.
They just let us have it.
I think they were afraid we would say no, but in reality, if they asked for it, we would have said yes just so they would leave.
Mm-hmm. But the time never came, and so we just held it, and now we've made do.
There came a time where there were a few things that the emperors would not say fine, okay for during the Second Dark Age. Like if we had the letter saying you have to give up the peninsula of Italy, we might have said okay, have it, just don't bother, don't come back, please.
Please go away.
Please just give me like a decade, please.
We can pay. Just go away, please.
We will give you our horribly hyperinflated, debased currency, and you will leave us.
We're in debt.
Take the debt, please.
Please.
Take it off my hands.
Will you buy it from me?
I'll take a loan out to pay you to leave.
Add it to the pile.
Oh, yes. I remember those days. When the magic money paid all bills.
Mm-hmm.
Granada, I don't really care what you do with Granada,
It's like,
friends.
who even cares? Who cares?
Granada is nothing to us. It's peanuts. Peanuts, I say.
Like, whatever. It's whatever.
Can you go home? Stop muddying up my infantry with your nonsense.
Mm-hmm.
Where's your your capital's just here in Cairo. So if we take Cairo, I don't know if it'll tell me here how much war score
The war
that
score
would give
is.
us.
They did in Europa Universalis. Doesn't look like they do here.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I don't care about Armenia. Because it's their capital, I'd assume it's no lower than 10%.
Well, if we just occupy the entire fucking capital state they have and tell them, give me what I want, or else I'll shoot whoever your leader is.
Yeah, they'll probably be fine with that. The price of artillery has dropped. Right when
I
we're...
saw that football is getting popularity. I
I
saw
did
that
see
in the
that.
news. A new religion has been formed.
Oh, yeah.
They're gonna go to the goddamn football games and they're gonna start talking. The Ming Empire fears that we're coming as well.
Ooh.
Persia.
The
has
Ming are like
expanded,
the
yeah.
Ming are like, oh my god, they're taking the fucking the Basra state. They're gonna get a port and then they're gonna drive over here and kill us all.
We'll introduce them to opium before we do that.
Of course. Got this fun new stuff. It's milk of the poppy. It's delicious.
It makes you feel real good.
I'm just gonna tell the Chinese emperor's like, look, we got a lot of sweeping to do over here. We're not gonna have time for you. That's later.
We gained 1.2 infamy.
1.2 infamy, lovely. We're gonna take so many things from them.
Good.
We're gonna take however much our people will let us take.
We'd be able to take 2. Or, if you wanted to flip the switch, we could take 3. There's still a chance that that people won't attack us, but that's only a chance.
How high is that chance?
It's greatly dependent on the military power of everyone around us and whether or not they're willing to team up.
Numbers. I'd like numbers.
I can't give you numbers.
Okay.
I would say if I had to reach for a number, I might say it's about a coin toss.
Oh, scary. Okay, we're not ready. I don't like when you look at the great powers list, by the way. I don't like how the people in second and stuff like that, their numbers are getting kind of big. The gap isn't what it used to be. It ain't what it used to be. I mean, yeah, we're twice as much as France, but it used to be more than that.
Yeah, but we're getting people and things are happening. It's
I just
working.
feel like they're moving so much faster than us.
Well, they had a bit more of a head start. We had a big engine to get started.
We're cranking and
We
cranking.
have more people than them.
And
we have a bigger crank. It takes more muscles to the fucking spin it.
Once we finish the military plans, we'll start back on our industry, and we'll get real big and strong. And I promise you'll be okay.
I want to breathe the smoke in.
I'm just concerned.
We want Basra.
I don't like that Turov and Vladimir are both great powers, and I was told that they might just turn into Russia.
They might just become Russia, and they're suddenly like there. They're right there.
And then they will be in second.
Mm-hmm.
It is a possibility.
France gets pushed down in the third.
I wouldn't say it's a high possibility. I'm not worried.
My fucking heart.
Okay. I will mark that in my book of grudges if you fail me.
Are we officially at war?
We are. We're doing the war.
Take them.
And we just started the blockade in the Persian
No, we're
Gulf.
blockading a lot of ports down there.
Oh. None shall pass.
And we're getting all these infantry guys up here on the Suez and getting this other unit up here ready. They should be getting some artillery soon, I believe. Maybe. I don't know. I don't know where they all are.
I don't know what's going on.
But
We're now starting to launch invasions with like fucking cast-off colonial forces that we don't even know what's in them.
Mm-hmm. Recruit from the populace.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, we could always increase our military spending, but that would require us to make the green line go down.
I just wish our green was more consistent before I want to increase the military spending.
Which is understandable. And sometimes it's great, but, you know, other times the economy collapses and we're like half of the world economy, so... I mean, in the past...
A lot of money just goes somewhere. We don't know where it went. It just disappeared.
In the past, 3 years, we've seen the prices of small arms and artillery collapse, twice.
Mm-hmm.
And those are, our biggest manufactured exports.
Mm-hmm.
Admiral is dead now. How much do we need? Are we getting more? Not very. It's going slowly, I believe.
19.
Yeah,
it's
a
at
little bit
19%
at a time.
now. Oh, you talking about the jingoism?
Yeah.
God damn it. Why aren't our people just fucking hyped up to fucking steal countries as we are?
I don't know. I don't get it.
The emperors need to have a better fucking propaganda fucking spend.
Mm-hmm.
It's don't you want to fucking steal stuff?
The main thing that we could do,
everything?
the main thing that we could do to improve that would be to actually switch back to the reactionaries because they have the jingoist.
I know.
military.
We switched to conservatives for a clear reason that I don't remember currently, but I remember it was a reason at the time.
It was because the conservatives were more willing to give them education and stuff.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm, so that we can put people in the factories, which I still want to do.
Mm-hmm.
I still want to do that.
There's our military plans. So first thing we'll do is inorganic chemistry, because then that'll increase our supply limited. We can increase our militaries. We can just merge two of these armies together and create the new model army.
Our line hasn't been very green for a while.
Well,
It's
gotten to where I'm not looking at the line anymore, and I'm looking at how much is in the treasury is now what I'm watching.
How much are we at? We're increasing. It just went up by 0.6 while I was looking at it. Yeah. It's going up. Military victories make the people happy.
We're like a third of the way through this game, and there's so much I want done.
Mm-hmm.
I told you things would slow down. They've
There's
slowed
so
down,
much
but
I
they've
speed
sped
up.
up at the same time.
There's so much I want
speeding
done.
up.
I'm not ready for Hearts of Iron.
I'm just thinking about a certain word, and you know the letter that word starts with.
I think it starts with an L.
It does. It does.
Now, who would we say has been in the actual ruler of Alba?
What do you mean?
like since when we started the game, right? We had the old crone who was the ruler before we transferred over from Europa Universalis. I assume that she died in like the first 10 years.
Surely.
Yeah.
And it's been about 40 years since then. So, what would it
Probably
be?
had 2 emperors since then.
Yeah, somewhere around then.
I have no idea. 'Cause I can't remember who the last emperor was on the...
I think it was a Tyler.
I think the old crone was Alex.
No, I looked it up and it was Tyler, I'm pretty sure.
The order was, it was me, Tyler, Willie, Maines was the order. So, we very likely would be under a Willie right now.
The last one was a Tyler. It was Tyler the Fourth.
Okay.
So he likely died 10 years under Victoria. And
He served the Empire well.
either we have an Emperor Willie, or this might be a Maines.
But no, there's no more Mainses. They're dead.
The Emperor Mainses were always chaotic periods, even amongst the chaotic periods.
Yeah. Things were ordered and things got done, but at what cost?
Well, if we go based on title, we'd have a William the 11th would be the one after Tyler the 4th, and then there'd be, I think, a Jordan the 8th.
Mm-hmm.
I like this. I like having big numbers after my name.
I want the biggest numbers.
It makes me feel bigger. I want the biggest onion hat.
Yes. It is very pearly and decorated. I like it. Oh, so many railroads.
I was about to say that's a lot of words happening across the country.
Ooh.
That's the words like socialist revolution.
No,
in like 100 different provinces.
no.
Like, oh.
No, please.
No, never.
Speaking of...
Kill him. Kill that preacher.
the
Oh,
Jacobins
the red
are
is
the
red. The red is
No,
red.
it's really red. It's not. It's not.
It's like fucking probably like almost 2 million people now.
It was a splinter in my heart. Now it's a dagger.
Well, you know what? They don't get a
that's only
vote, so
been
it
a
doesn't
couple of
matter.
years.
Just
But how long can we maintain them not having a vote?
I'll worry about that when they get a chance to vote.
no, I don't like voting in the first place.
I know, so I won't worry about it. That's what I'm getting at.
Okay.
It's similar to saying when pigs fly, you know?
We'll have the socialist fucking insurrectionists, and we'll see if there's like 5 million of them ready to mobilize.
Oh.
We're almost there. We got like 0.1% left.
Come on, baby.
I love theft.
Fucking red. I want to thieve.
We steal, kill, and destroy.
What's the second state that we want?
I would.
What is the name of it?
Where's their population?
I think we
Baghdad?
already have
Do we
the
already have
population.
Baghdad?
We already have
have that.
Baghdad.
Population.
We already have all their population centers.
Yeah, kind of. They've actually got quite a few people down here in the desert.
They flood.
We could take Abaddon, or we could try and make the map look a little easier on the eyes and take Transjordan.
That is nice.
The whole dotted line area here.
Tell me, is that other Arabian country, are they uncivilized?
They are civilized, but they are
Son of a bitch.
But they've been in a. They have ISIS controlling them right now.
Yeah, that's great, but that's not what I
How
was
is that
looking
civilized?
But if ISIS wins, then they become uncivilized. So
Can
we could
we
just
fund
wait.
ISIS?
Well,
cannot,
what I was,
unfortunately.
we might want to take Transjordan because that could be a good springboard into stealing that other Arabian country if they become uncivilized. Because we know
That's
for a fact that
true.
there's certain stuff in that desert that we're gonna want.
True.
certain things.
Oh, we could also...
Our tarot cards have told us that we should probably
take
have that.
Dubai.
We could take Dubai. Ooh. There would be nothing stopping us from taking Dubai and Basra.
Is Persia civilized?
Persia, I believe, is civilized.
Is that a country we can have? Son of a bitch.
Yeah. They're big and strong.
Son of a bitch.
And I think they actually just won a war down here.
Well, wars between people who aren't people aren't really relevant.
True. But they have land and ports and shit.
It's like comparing
their tax money.
The difference between nations going to war and hearing dogs fighting outside. Whatever.
The first layer of Paris has a level 2 fort now.
When you click on some of these provinces, and I look at like the the culture breakdown on the workforce, it is crazy in some of them.
Yeah.
Like you click on some of those, and there's fully like fucking 15 different colors.
It's scary.
Look at all of that. Just
a lot of languages are spoken in some of these towns.
Oh, a beer hall.
Okay, so if we put a beer hall in Cambridge, it stays there until the end of the game. But they get -5 farming efficiency, -5 mining efficiency.
But they chill out.
But they chill out.
Let's make them chill out.
I think they should have beer. Give the people beer.
You will drink.
Make them drinky so they don't rebel.
Cloud their thoughts. Cloud their thoughts so the socialism can't enter.
Yes.
Will you give us? You will give us now.
Why is it red?
To us.
Just because it'll give us infamy.
We wanted Transjordan and we want Basra.
Yep.
Transjordan. So we don't want Dubai.
No.
Okay.
I want Basra and Transjordan.
We have our demand.
Did you ask for Basra?
It was already a war goal.
Okay, good.
Okay.
We already decided to go to war for Basra.
I'm just making sure. It scared me.
It's the thing we told the newspapers we were coming for.
Something.
I don't want to fucking drop a state.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want a state to slip out of my pocket.
Takes so much to get every single one.
The diplomat will be here in 4 days, 3 days, 2 days. He's coming tomorrow. He's coming tomorrow. He's coming tomorrow.
He's coming in. He's coming in.
He's going to give me 2 states.
Like waiting for a package.
He's going to give me 2 entire states.
We've won a total victory.
Here are your states, my lord.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, baby.
More red.
Beautiful. We now reach from the Atlantic Ocean to the Indian Ocean.
It's now called Al-Ajaj, Egypt, by the way.
Egypt.
Oh, we've divided their country horribly.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
We drew a big line.
Their country's now in 4 pieces.
Mm-hmm. As it should be.
That's what you get for being big and bad.
Mm-hmm.
If you're going to be big, you need to be good. Andalusia made the same mistake.
They needed to be chill, and they were not chill.
We have an army stuck in the desert down there.
Yeah, they're moving.
There was an international crisis. What was that?
It was
Washington, I think.
Washington?
Like Washington State. Yeah.
Oh.
I didn't think
Oh,
we cared.
I see. The state of Washington wants to break away from the fucking the dumpster fire that is Andalusia.
Mm-hmm. Do we want to support them?
Speaking of Andalusia, what are we going to take next?
I think one of the along the northern coast. I'd like to take that. France. France? Why are you in here? France, you're not taking anything, are you?
What are you fucking doing?
France has an army up there. You see it?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You see it? You see it?
Oh,
You
yeah.
see it? You see it?
What the fuck do they think they're doing?
They're exiled, so I guess
Okay,
they
good.
were at war. Yeah, they were.
What'd they steal? What'd they steal? What'd they steal from them?
I don't see anything on the mainland.
What did they steal that from which is ours?
What did they take out of my pocket?
I have no clue.
What on this globe has France decided is theirs that is ours?
I have no fucking clue. It could literally be anything.
We'll find out later, and I'm sure it will be a disaster.
Some horrible blot on the map.
Oh, the Ming Empire doesn't even have a single factory yet.
Oh God.
Oh wow, Southeast Asia is being like there's like a Vietnamese empire and it's getting kind of girthy.
Not a single factory.
Yeah, I know, but you know they have a big space on the map.
They're
Yeah,
bigger.
but they don't
They're
have a
bigger.
factory. Their smokestacks are what determines their wealth, okay?
No factory, no country.
And send you back to Baghdad. And we shall secure our Egyptian holdings.
I feel like Alba is first because we've done like a North Korean strategy of building many empty factories that we say are very productive. And so the other countries see it's like, Jesus, Alba's got a lot of factories, and we get ranked first, but in reality.
And we don't want to back the rebels against the Andalusians, right?
No.
Nah.
Okay. Tell them to go away, mind your own business. Maybe go to a factory or something. I don't know.
You can come in on one of our factories.
We need to wait probably 3 years. And
Vladimir
then we can
backed
invade,
them. So,
and then we can invade Andalusia again.
so Chinook now exists.
Swedish Confederation of Colombia.
The U.S. still hasn't had its civil war yet. They are in Bolivia's sphere of influence.
How dare they?
Another general. Tabaristan. Okay, it's time to just start making some artillery, I think. So we'll look over here. How many can we make? 16 in Asia, 48 in Europe. Why not? That'll get us closer to where we're going.
We've lost about 400,000 of our pounds sterling thus far.
The economy is taking a bit of a tumble, isn't it?
It's been very red for a while.
It has.
A bit of a wacky spasm. My economy is having a bit of a wacky spasm this lately.
I wonder why it's doing that. Is there...
Quit it, economy!
Get
Sitting
back up
on a
and go to
throne
work.
and like throwing like fucking handkerchiefs at a fucking a board with the red line going down. You quit yet?
Get back up! Get back up there!
Reginald, fix it.
So it looks like for our military goods, for the small arms, our factories are making more than the actual artisans, which is a good thing. But our actual ammunition is being outmade by artisans. And a lot of our sales are domestic, so we're not selling them to anyone. We're selling a little bit of the guns out of the country. But a lot of these other things we're only making. But it's not efficient because artisans can't do it efficiently. So we got to get the artisans out of the workforce.
I gotta micromanage these people's lives.
I think we just need to make the factories more efficient.
We have to find root causes. And we have to get at that root cause.
I think the issue is
Oh, shit.
Oh, fuck.
They're stranded.
Go home.
Kill yourself.
Fucking kill yourself.
We call up the regiment. We put guns in their hands. We train them, and the day before they're supposed to take their oath, we just say, "Go home. We're done."
That's when the official like auditors show up and they're like, "Oh shit, I didn't realize it was down
Ooh,
here."
a penal colony. The idea of isolating offenders and breachers of the public peace from society in general is probably as old as time itself. Many classical systems of justice included banishment from the realm as a last resort type of punishment, reserved for serious crimes and offenses, and such punishment was not seldom considered worse than a death penalty. With the growth of the European colonial empires during the 18th and 19th centuries, these ideas received a modern incarnation in the form of the penal colony, with renowned or infamous examples being the British colony of Botany Bay and the Devil's Island in French Guiana. It's Alba Ali. It's occupied several territories that could be well suited for such a purpose. Perhaps we ourselves should consider establishing such
What the fuck is Azazel's Atoll?
I really want to know about Azazel's Atoll.
I guess that's just what we're going to call our penal colony.
but is it a place?
What it actually gives us is that bonus on there. The extra prestige and military and non-colonial. That's just for our entire empire.
Oh, let's get that. Mm-hmm. So we're going to send all the socialists to Azazel's Atoll.
The other option would reduce overall militancy by only 0.5, which wouldn't matter.
Mm-hmm. Let's have those penal colonies.
I think this is just a paradox thing. I'm not saying anything.
No one escapes Azazel's Atoll.
Where do we think Azazel's Atoll is at? Where should we say it's at?
I feel like it's in Africa.
It's like, I was about to say, it's like, what place would we have that would fit that fucking characterization? Oh, it's probably Madagascar, I think.
Oh, it could be Madagascar.
Ooh,
I think we take our socialists and we're like, you're going to live in Madagascar.
Somewhere just off the coast of Madagascar.
You're going to live in Madagascar and you're going to do
maybe it's
diamond
right
mining.
here.
That's it.
Tiny
right
little
there.
bitty island.
Mm-hmm. Let me see what that actually is.
Where they can't bother us.
Mm-hmm. No si boraha.
Okay, we got craftsmen in Magdeburg and Osthanover, which I think Osthanover is over here somewhere. There's Westposen. There's Posen, Brandenburg, Magdeburg.
That island actually looks absolutely beautiful. It's gorgeous.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Osthanover, there you go. If we could build factories, in here and it would be wonderful. But, you know.
You want to take a trip to Madagascar?
Is that
very nice.
Is that the thing we're gonna call going or being disappeared?
You will go to Azazel's Atoll.
Hot as Madagascar.
Hot. I mean,
anytime I ever think about like places that I would like want to vacation to, I'm like, oh, how hot is it?
Mm-hmm.
And if I look at that climate map and that average fucking heat, it's to a certain point, it's like I'm never going to this place.
It's very understandable, really. Some people live in places where people shouldn't live.
Oh, it's fine.
Lazy natives.
It never gets below 70, and it doesn't seem to ever go above like 80, 82 or so.
Oh, that's
nice. They've had some crazy times where it's like 91 or something, but on average, it's around it's in the 70s throughout the year.
Well, I think this point right here where the map lines look folded. I think that's the 00. Mm-hmm. So that would be the equator, and it's pretty far below the equator. It would be about the same latitudinally, I think, as like.
Well, it's also an island, so it's got that lovely those island breezes all over it.
And I believe it's a rainforest.
It's like I looked up its average like climate, and it's very nice down there.
When do we war again?
When is that?
I was saying that we probably have to wait until at least
66.
maybe 1866, yeah, because of the infamy score.
Fun fact, and that little island we've decided is Azazel's Atoll. Recent violent assaults have been reported on the island, and it is not recommended to visit alone.
Oh, yay.
That came from Wikipedia of that island.
Wikipedia's like, don't go to this island.
They said, don't go there.
Nice to know. We'll be sending our people there. You go over there. Where's the artillery crop? It's coming, I guess. It's coming along. Mongolians, goddamn Mongolians.
Grievous insults.
Grievous. General Grievous.
General Kenobi.
Listen, Sam, we can't do Star Wars all the time.
Can't just do the same game every single week. 3 times a week.
We aren't league streamers, okay? We can't do that.
We're gonna have a week, in fact. Well, we're not gonna be doing any Star Wars.
We have diversity.
And then we would come back and do Star Wars loads, most likely.
Yes, because it's a long series.
It's gonna be a lot longer than we thought it was gonna be. I was pretty sure it was gonna be 3-4 sessions, but I think we're looking more like 10-11 sessions.
Oh my. Yeah.
What the fuck are you saying, Sam?
What the fuck is wrong with you, you piece of shit? How dare you? How dare you? How dare you? I hit your hands with hammers.
I think we should give Sam to the machete men.
He's gonna go to Azazel's.
He curses that and we throw it. Oh, you're going to Azazel's atoll.
I had a friend once. He took a trip to Madagascar. I haven't seen him since. Sam, I remember.
It also
that
works
name.
well because if you're like if you put yourself like on the British Isles, like from where we come from, it's like the farthest away possible land. If like you're looking straight that way, so it's like on the edge of the earth in a way. Before you go into the deep waters,
I could maybe cut back on construction stuff. That would be the artillerymen that it's making.
but I want all the military.
I do too, but we're spending a lot of money.
I know. I would kind of like more military.
I would too, but
our line has been very red, and those numbers have been going down. And I would actually like 4 million in the bank if possible.
Yeah, the green line has been red for a while.
I would say the green line hasn't really been a green line.
It's like when you take a shit and you look back and there's a little blood in there. Oh, that's good.
It goes a dingy yellow and like, woo, green, baby!
Oh, go away. Go away. Go somewhere else. You have other regiments you can be a part of. I want a line. I want a line of men. I want everyone to be able to hold hands, and we encircle all of France, and we slowly walk forward.
And just walk in. Like a large net.
We'll catch all those dirty Frenchmen.
There's nothing they can do about it. They kill one soldier, but there's one behind him, and he just comes forward and links hands.
We are the immortals. We will never be defeated. France, you love us. You love us.
Sure.
They love us.
They certainly look like they love us.
Our relation's only -26. It could be
Although
worse.
actually, their line has not... It's not as much of it used to be, you know?
Ooh. We got plus 15% morale in our army.
We now actually academically train our officers.
Yeah.
We don't just give them a fucking chessboard and figure out our money.
Yeah.
It's no good. It's no good. We were just commenting on it.
I left to eat me some cereal and come back, and we lost like 600,000 sterling pounds in that amount of time.
Yeah, we're getting it. We're getting it. The inorganic chemistry should actually help us out a bit, because that'll increase most of our production stuff. And then we'll probably either do railroads or steam turbine.
What will fix it?
Do we need to cut spending?
I don't...
Do we need to stop funding education?
If we cut spending anywhere, I think it would probably be in education. We could reduce the amount we're spending on construction, but that's currently what's making the artillerymen.
And I don't want that to slow down. I want that to speed up.
We're not spending anything on social spending already.
No.
And honestly, we need our administration to go up as much as possible.
Could we go a little down in education? Just a little bit?
Could we take 2,000 out of education?
Could we just do that? It would make me feel better.
We'll put that there.
There we go. It's been really red, and I'm not feeling great about it. Oh, I see a beautiful green right there. Oh, look at it. Look at it. It's beautiful.
And once the economy is rebounded, we'll bring that back up, and it'll be fine.
And then we'll go back. But you know,
get back
I
over
didn't
2 million
feel
pounds
good.
sterling.
I feel like it was just at the bottom of the graph for a really long time, and it didn't feel great.
I wish we can grow that graph out so you can actually see what the ups and downs are in context.
That would be nice. Yeah, you guys got them.
How's our industry doing?
We are number 3 now, actually.
I see that 3, and that's good. We were 5th.
Well, you know,
We just went up from 5th to 3rd.
I don't know if I'd say great. You know,
like,
it's fine.
I'll take.
in like 2
Look,
months.
we weren't even on the podium earlier. Now we get bronze.
And it's been like 2 months. We improved it a lot in that.
I just don't like the lowering of expectations, but you know, it's improvement.
We have to go home with bronze because I was fully expecting to go lower.
I was telling you folks things would work out.
I can go lower.
We're fine. Stop worrying about it.
I became accustomed to the idea of being 9th, and so being 3rd, I'm happy now.
And we will be higher.
How do we become 1 again?
Do what
How
we're
does that
doing,
happen?
pretty much.
People
We just
get in
gotta
the goddamn factory.
We got to keep doing the
Okay.
industrial technologies. That's the main thing.
Okay.
The more efficient our factories are, the easier it'll be. You go there. You go there. Do you
Can
have
we just
everything
glance
you
at
need?
Russia for a second? Just out of curiosity.
How are they doing?
The
Okay.
same.
That's all I needed. That's all I needed. Okay, I just don't want to jump scare.
Just
You know?
making sure, no jump scare.
I don't want to look east and go, oh. You know, I want to see it coming.
More artillery crops coming. We'll learn inorganic chemistry in about 2 months.
It's very funny that we picked that island out of all the islands because it very much was a penal colony.
I love it.
France left their mark there.
Of course it was France. France owned it for like 100 years, didn't they?
I think so.
I think it was around the scramble
Willie
for
the
Africa
Kid,
time.
Robert
I think France
Culford?
still owns a number of islands around Madagascar.
Probably.
Oh, probably.
France still very much has an empire, just like America. They still
Oh my
own
God,
fucking French
Captain
Guiana.
Kidd's treasure was there.
Oh, shit. He went pretty far. Iceland, will you stop flirting with all these other people and just come home already? We know that you want to feel young again, but it's time to come home.
They'll be painted red in Hearts of Iron.
They will. It'll be a beautiful red. The reddest red you've ever seen.
I'm not really content when we get to Hearts of Iron for us being in an alliance with a lot of people. I really do want them just to be Alba.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can be in an alliance, and by that, you can become Alba.
That is what's being in the alliances.
Would you like to join the alliance?
It's like when
First
people...
thing you have to do is swear fealty to the Emperor.
It's like when people like draw up maps of how Europe looked toward the middle of World War II when all those other countries were also a part of the Axis, but you just color it all black because it's all Nazis. If we do railroads, we'll be able to increase our infrastructure, and that'll increase in everywhere that we can build them, and the money men will do a lot of it.
I'd like that.
And I believe at Tier 3 we'll be able to start building mountain railroads.
That'll help out with the man crop.
Go right through the Alps.
Boom. Oh. Well, go home.
You made a mistake.
Sorry. We have no way to get you there.
Terrible mistake.
Go home.
Dig a tunnel. Dig a tunnel under Hungary. Ooh, if we did that, maybe we could collapse them.
Oh. That would be an Alban tactic. throw as many engineers. So they're not even engineers. They're sappers, okay? They're men with pickaxes that we send to dig underneath the entirety of Hungary.
I would like you to make Hungary collapse.
You're gonna
sink them into Mother Earth.
You want us to put up some supports while we're digging?
No.
Oh. Okay.
Dig carefully.
Oh, okay.
The amount of dirt it shoots up into the air darkens the entire Balkans for decades.
The skies are just like smoky.
Mm-hmm.
Similar to the Empire of the Smoky Skies, maybe?
Yes.
What's our overall? Actually, we're catching up a decent amount. France and Turov are the only ones ahead of us now. And Turov's a bit farther ahead, but we're catching up.
The only reason we're so far high in our goddamn score at this point is our military.
Yeah.
We'll shoot anyone who says we're second, basically.
We will. And our prestige is like madness levels.
How could it not be? 1,000 years of Alba.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no one even comes close. We have double what France has.
Alba millennia.
Alba Eterna!
Like some of these fucking countries haven't been around for 50 years.
Oh, just wait until the Olympics start happening. We will have so much patriotic fervor.
Oh, yeah. Do the Olympics actually happen?
They do.
Oh, that's fun.
We will win all the things.
We will most likely be hosting all of them.
Better be. Where will we host them? Will we do those in Deloria?
We gotta at least do one in Deloria.
Yeah.
But I'd say the second one could maybe go up here in Dundee
St.
or Inverness.
Johnston.
Yeah, St. Johnston. Which I guess
Dundee, the region of Dundee has been renamed like fucking 4 times.
It has.
We just come up with new naming schemes.
It was St. Johnstone, and then it was something else. And
ooh, the trustee system.
Oh, what is that? Tell me about that.
I believe
Mississippi.
I believe this is basically what we do now, where we have convict labor.
I love that.
Was a correction system originated in the U.S. state of Mississippi, but also employed in Alabama, Texas, Louisiana, and others, under which prison convicts with a record of good behavior, often equated with obedience, were allowed to police other prison inmates in a strict pseudo-military hierarchy of power, with some inmates deemed especially trustworthy, even being allowed to carry firearms. For-profit convict labor was a cornerstone of the system. The trustee system was first deployed on the Parchman Farm prison in Mississippi and was, as the 19th century turned into the 20th, much lauded as a profitable and modern correction system. Reports of widespread inmate abuses would end the system in the 1970s. But in 1865, it was all the rage in certain large states.
The whip cracks out of love.
I think the whip cracks out of love.
That is God's kiss.
Oh, it's in Kenya? Oh, yes.
Yay.
Oh,
yes.
yeah.
We love you. We love you.
We love you.
This is for your own good.
You love it.
Naval base.
To be fair to Paradox, when they wrote that, when they said the abuse is probably ended in the 1970s, right? When you compare to what it was in the 1860s, that's a true statement.
Oh yeah.
Fair.
On the graph.
That is fair.
We ain't cutting people's hands off because they didn't make enough license plates, you know?
Yet.
It's not happening. It's fine. I know it's bad, but it's there is a scale.
Hang on. There's probably some laws passing somewhere, I'm sure.
There is a scale, okay. And we have some troops trapped in Africa. It's in the North African easy to grab.
That keep happening. People keep getting trapped.
Fire engineers. Goodbye. Go home.
We didn't want to send
navigating the labyrinth of Alba territory.
We have a fleet that I think's been sitting in the Persian Gulf for like years.
They've still been getting all the stuff they need.
Lord, would you like us to do anything?
No.
We've been at sea for 2.5 years.
I want to go home.
Is the war over, my lord? We haven't received news.
It's like, what war? What are you fucking talking about?
Which war? What are you talking about?
You just love some of that racist talk. It just makes you feel giddy for Django.
We're in the Django times.
Yeah. Has it happened? I don't think it's happened yet. Oh, they got the Knights of the Golden Circle and the Underground Railroad. It's gonna happen.
It's happening.
What the fuck even would be the fucking borders of their civil war over there? It doesn't look like a clear line.
It's all the slave states plus all the versus the free states. So
I know,
Ohio and Kentucky versus Indiana and West Virginia.
Oh, it's a mess. I see.
It's horrible. It's horrible.
Artificial fertilizers.
That's a biggie. That's a biggie right there.
Ooh, that's a good one.
I think what we want to start doing, actually, is lowering the taxes on the poor.
Oh.
Because artisans...
You realize the bulk of our tax income comes from those people?
I do, but hear me out. The artisans are middle class. If we leave their tax rate up, it will incentivize them to go into factories. Because they'll make more money.
I suppose.
I mean, I guess.
If my peers say it's for the good of the country, I will pray that it is good for the country.
It would also decrease the taxes on the soldiers. And we do like soldiers.
I mean, it will help them fill their needs, I guess. So lowering their taxes does make sense. And that will get them in the factories more.
What if...
Yes, they don't have to be maxed out.
I reduce
What if we abolish slavery? Would that get more people in the fucking factories?
Very possibly, actually.
How
many slaves do we have at this point?
Do we want to be a liberal? Do we want to be a bastion of morality?
There are 500,000 slaves in Alba.
Oh, that's not enough to fill the factories. We got a lot of factories.
There are a lot of Africans.
The Africans aren't in Europe, so that's not helpful to us.
It's not.
But,
fuck them then.
But I don't think we can really get taxes from slaves because I don't think they get paid. So if we free them, we can tax them.
Interesting.
Surely we are getting some benefit from slaves, though. Or else why would the system exist?
They are the lowest quality of workers. They can do the manual labor jobs. They can do farming and they can do mining. But I think that's about it. They can't work in factories.
Not an agrarian state, so we might want to abolish slavery.
We could free the slaves.
They have been wanting us to free the slaves for.
I've heard that's not even why I'm even wanting to do it. I'm wanting to do it for economic reasons.
Which is why it goes away.
Well,
40% of the House votes yes, but that's not the number we need. I think if we were gonna free the slaves anytime soon, we would want to have liberals.
Don't you dare say it. Oh, I knew you were... Okay, fuck them. Fuck them.
Fuck them, no.
They're people who don't look like me anyway, so who cares?
We whip out of love.
How
dare you suggest we be liberal? How dare you?
We could just pay 50.
I know.
Pay 50 pounds and then
pay the 50 pounds. Tell them to go away. Don't bother me.
Us. Please stop bothering me.
We stuff a fucking $50 bill in their fucking pocket and say go away. Okay, so Sam, with the America situation, one of the biggest colonial powers is Andalusia. You remember those Muslim caliphates that you decided to ignore back in the Crusader times? Well, later on, they became one of the biggest colonial powers in the world. And we've made a concerted effort over the past 40 years or so to make them no good.
To stamp them out.
Yeah, and so their colonial empires have been collapsing, and one of the things that happened was the United States was formed in what used to be some of their colonies.
And they were Andalusian. But they do have...
USA.
West Virginia has coal. They actually have a decent amount of coal.
And now they are collapsing.
Yeah. They're gonna have a big civil war, and then they're gonna turn into the Confederacy, and then they're gonna have no money because they're the Confederacy.
America is a mix of a lot of Jews and a lot of Muslims.
Yeah.
Because the Swedes, all the bits that the Andalusians didn't get, the Swedes got, and the Swedes are all Jewish. The two big colonial powers are Andalusia and Sweden. Alba was busy and did not get into the colonial power, to the colonial party until very, very recently.
But what we have done has actually been.
Oh yeah.
We took a spray can all over fucking Africa. Is what we've done.
And
just kind of traveled down the coast, have a spray can along the way.
Everywhere we can reach. Everywhere is in Alba's reach.
Speaking of Andalusia, we got about a year left before we come and take another state from them.
True.
Andalusia, I'm getting hungry.
Knock knock.
I'm getting hungry. Meanwhile,
I hope you've prepared for me.
Meanwhile, on the economy front, we've almost dropped under £1 million sterling.
But we're making money.
I've seen that. No, but we're getting less and less over time, so it's not okay.
Our stockpile has more than halved since the start of this session.
Yeah,
so I'm getting a little concerned.
And do you know what happened last session? It also about halved.
I'm having one heck of a concern.
We need the people to have money so they can be mobile in the economy. And I'm trying to mitigate the amount that we're spending. But we just gotta keep increasing the military. This is the last of the crop that's coming right now. We can just let it sit for now.
I know we have a lot of soldiers sitting around doing nothing.
We're gonna start moving them. We gotta add cavalry and engineers into all of these. So actually, we could go ahead and get started. You just move. And you move. And you already have... Wait, where are you going? I guess you just stay here, because you have people coming. So all of the ones with 24, we'll make sure they're all merged. We merge. You merge before you go. I'm tired of having to look at you over here and only seeing 3,000 pieces. Okay, so we need 1, 2. Oh, fucking people! I hate you all! I hate you! I hate you! I hate you! I hate you! I hate you!
Our army numbers are starting to get the Soviet, where it's like they have like the 282nd fucking rifle group. We've gotten up to like we're on like the 68th army, you know, that kind of thing.
Everything is fine. Everyone will have
as a
everything
proud
they
member
need.
of the 912th Infantry.
Field training. We're starting to train our people better. It's a good
I
thing
do
we
like
can
that.
mobilize. I'm glad that our mobilization was just increased.
I know, right? It's beautiful. We don't want to be mobilizing our economy anyway.
I mean, if we did get into a World War I type situation.
Take you. Take you.
That is, in fact, one of the many reasons the Nazis lost that Second World War business. The first, 3 years of the Second World War, they were pretty fucking relaxed about things. They were like, we'll win. We don't need to ration supplies.
Sure.
And then the big Eastern stuff started happening. It's like, we should start rationing supplies.
Too late.
Yeah, they were already several years in. And all the other countries were doing that from the start.
Well, that's very rude of them.
Why didn't somebody let the Nazis know?
Why didn't someone tell us? We were supposed to be on the same playing field.
The Germans didn't start regulating their meat consumption and stuff like that until 1942.
Oh God!
The United States started regulating their meat consumption the moment the bombs dropped in Pearl Harbor. So they were just wasting resources for years, and I feel that's how Alba's going to be in every conflict, no matter how big it is.
We're growing. We're growing powerful. I'm gonna do fucking 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 of these. And then a couple of Hesslers. And we'll see where that gets us. Railroads are improving. And that's just from all the money we spent, don't worry.
I'm full of worry.
Constantly. Always.
I mean, I've witnessed multiple Dark Ages. I should be allowed to worry.
Mm-hmm.
And now we have a dark hex on us that's been put in by a fucking Celtic nationalist of old.
We cast them into the sea. It's fine.
I know.
He went to Azazel's Atoll.
Sam came back at one point and he fucking crowned himself Emperor of Britain for like fucking 3 decades during the Second Dark Age. Before eventually the actual emperors in Deloria said, okay, we need to fix this.
Like he needs to fucking go away.
Gaelic nationalists took over the entire island of Britain for like
It's no good.
for like an entire generation because of how busy we were.
Oh yeah, and you know they descended from the Alpins as well.
Mm-hmm. They were all like, I am the emperor, I'm the real emperor. You people, you lie emperors who speak French. I'm the real emperor, I speak Gaelic. We sided that with Sam because those were Sam's opinions, generally speaking.
Sweden, you love us. You love us so
obviously
much.
love us. Obviously.
I don't.
I'm so glad that
care
Sweden
about
doesn't
you.
hit us with hammers anymore.
I am too. I'm glad we beat the shit out of them.
I've been expecting them to hit us with
That
hammers.
was the
They've never
identity
done
I
that.
started associating Sweden with, is that they were the men with hammers.
Mm-hmm.
They come to steal, kill, and destroy, but we took from them, and they have been scared of us for a long time.
We have the infamy to be able to steal.
Ew.
When does the treaty officially end with them? August. Okay.
Yeah.
I'll mark that in the calendar. During the August time.
Time of August.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Mexico wanted to see if we wanted to be friends. Cool.
I think Mexico's one of the great powers.
Mm-hmm.
Are they?
I think they're on the list. Oh, well, they were. They were 8th for a while.
They're probably
there.
a secondary power. Yeah. They are rank 10.
They have a military dictatorship. They're having fun.
Mm-hmm. They're rank 3 in prestige.
Terrifying.
How?
They are Mexico.
What if they're going to be the United States, basically, like Mexico? Because they control a lot of shit
maybe.
over there.
They
do.
do. Maybe the USA will collapse with their civil war and Mexico will take over.
And Mexico will be scary, and we'll go into Hearts of Iron, and their industry will be fucking no good for us.
We're up to 30% literacy.
Our literacy
It's
rate is
terrifying.
astounding. Maybe we should
That
just
is
stop funding
terrifying.
education.
I think there's been too much reading. How is the whole Crete situation going?
Well,
Crete's been its own thing
The
for a
the
while.
Crete situation.
That's a good
Cretans.
question. Nitroglycerin, yay!
Ooh, that's a
Mining
good
output
one.
50%.
Yes! That's a big number.
Yes.
I want to know what our we will intervene eventually.
Eventually.
I want to know what the socialist demographic is.
Look at how much money we're making now.
Tell me
You
about the
can't-
Crete
you can't
situation.
you can't
Tell me
distract
about
me.
the
10%.
Okay, so they are specifically eating. Okay, they're specifically eating into the reactionaries. It seems because the reactionaries are shrinking.
Mm-hmm.
That's not good. The reactionaries are now the minority.
Hmm.
Those are the ones that most closely align to the monarch.
I don't like that.
We could always put them back in charge.
No. We'll keep doing the conservatives because I want the good industry to go up and everything.
I really want my factories.
The reactionaries made us fall and our industry scored by a lot. I don't trust them anymore. Can we just kill them all?
I'd love to.
I want the political party to be the Ailpin family.
Yes.
I would love that.
The Ailpin family will vote on what's good.
I trust their opinions.
So, I don't need this artillery. Where do you need
What
to
kind of
go?
government does France even have now?
What are they on?
Semi-constitutional monarchy.
Okay. They're Bonapartists. That's good.
You're gonna go there. We need to figure out how many of you need what. So all you 24,000 go over that way because you still need engineers.
Just, every time we expand, I do just imagine France getting a little bit taller. They're just a tower overlooking us.
It's like whenever you have, those maps, like the population maps of America, and then they move them so that you're looking at them on a horizontal plane.
Yes.
Could you imagine what Europe looks like if you were to do that graph?
A scary Tower of Babel.
So now that we have a lot of money, I think one thing we could also do is cut taxes a little bit. We never followed through on the proposed tax cuts of before. So I propose cutting by 5%.
It does.
Let's cut the taxes a little bit. Let's give them a tax break.
A little bit, just a little bit.
5%.
That's doable.
We could also cut back on the tariffs.
No, I don't want to do that.
It would make our economy less dependent on the rolls.
I'm scared. The tariffs is how our economy is thus far.
We don't have to reduce it all the way. But if we reduce it a little bit at a time, the economy will adjust and the shocks won't be terrifying.
Let's cut it back by like 10% then.
Yeah,
that would be like 400.
I won't scream.
Okay.
I won't cry.
Now let's just watch it for like 3 months.
Okay.
We're trying to artificially regulate the economy in such a way that it's not as scary and not so it's not going to give the emperor heart palpitations as much.
Yes.
The emperor doesn't like heart palpitations.
No. Well, so many of our line have died very early in their 40s.
Yeah. General. I imagine they have names, but their names just turn to static when they hit the air.
It's like mormaerdom.
I don't like it.
I want every time someone says Korriban and someone thinks it's Moorband or vice versa, for that person to hear the term that they accept come out of the person's mouth, but it's George Lucas saying it, regardless of character. So, like, you have the Sith Lord who's wanting to say Korriban, but Jandor hears, it's like Moorband, come out of their mouth.
Our wine production has increased. It's actually one of the things we need to make our artillerymen, because I guess artillery people drink wine.
Okay.
They need to drink. It's important.
And a lot of factories just finished, actually.
Where is the source of the Nile?
We should outfit an expedition. It will give us a lot of prestige if we get it. Mm-hmm. And because we own a lot of the Nile, we probably get it.
Do we not know the source of the Nile?
We don't know anything about the interior of Africa.
Yeah. At this point in time, everything that's not on the coast of Africa is the dark heart of Africa.
If you look at maps of Africa in this period of time, they're literally like big letters. It's like, we don't know.
It's something, I don't know. Mm-hmm. We barely went past the Mediterranean before. We're doing scary shit now.
I mean, on those maps, you'll see it's like we know everything about like the American West Coast. We know everything about everything into the Pacific and Australia, but then middle of Africa, it's like don't know.
Nothing.
Everybody we send there dies.
As far as we know, there's nothing. You
could have an enormous empire in there, and you never know.
Could have Wakanda in there. We'd never know.
Mm-hmm. How do you think they got away with it for so long?
True. They sent those mosquitoes after everybody that came ashore.
It was the vaccines that made it to where everyone took it. Because people would send explorers and they'd get killed by malaria or angry natives.
And we specifically already have prophylaxis against malaria.
Mm-hmm. And being able to swat away malaria and then having fucking machine guns meant that nothing can stop you from exploring Africa.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Especially not those Zulus, you see.
Mm-hmm.
Attacking in waves with their bullhorn and loins tactics, you see. But, you can't say that on Twitch, apparently.
It's August.
You can't say loins.
If you actually look into the Zulu War, it's actually very hilarious. In my opinion. The naked imperialism. It was so bad that... The imperialism was so bad, right? That the British government was like, ooh. But I don't like gaining infamy.
I don't either. But the alternative is lose 5 prestige, which
I'd
we
rather
have
lose 5
prestige to
personally.
lose.
Yeah, that's fine.
I don't want to have every point of infamy we can muster at any given time.
And wasn't August the time when we could start doing it again?
Yeah.
So it's time.
But yeah, like the governor of South Africa was like, I really want a war. I think it'd be really cool.
I think it'd be very fun.
And he used the fact that the communication distance between South Africa and Britain, he knew he could like get away with hanky-panky bullshit. And he instigated a war with the Zulu, knowing that by the time that London would know about it and tell him to stop that, the war would already be happening.
I mean, fair.
And then London was like,
taking?
I want to take the northern bits. I want to take the Basque regions.
Just have that coast.
What state is that? Galicia?
Galicia has fish and coal.
I want that coal.
The Portuguese one over there has a lot of fruit. There's iron down here in Extremadura.
Extremadura.
And then there's the rest of Granada, which has some coal and iron.
I think I want Galicia.
We can do Galicia.
And then after we take Galicia, I would be fine with if we start turning our attention to Andalusia's colonies instead if we wanted to.
Yeah.
Like start taking over their African holdings.
We'll control most of Andalusia proper at that point.
Ooh.
We will have taken enough of Andalusia that people look at it on the map, they're like, okay, Alba owns that region.
We'll round up.
Yeah. Telegraph coordination. Our organization has gone up. Which organization
Our troops are going to start telegraphing at each other.
Organization is a thing that really...
Oh, no, not... It's Admiral.
Here, but it works alongside morale.
Yeah. Doesn't it make it to where your morale recovers quicker or something like that?
Something like that, yeah. And it makes you... I think it increases your reinforcement rate.
I remember I was looking up how the military stuff works in Victoria, and I was like, this is way needlessly too complicated.
It's essentially the same, but simplified once we get over into Hearts of Iron. All of you over.
One of the big things in Hearts of Iron that scares me is the fact that you can actually change the makeups of the divisions.
Which we will be doing.
That terrifies me.
It's a lot of detail.
I know. I'd be like, how many tanks do I put in this division? It's like, I don't fucking know.
I don't know. I don't care. The right number.
I have a general idea, but not enough to make any intelligent decision. And then the tutorial for the Hearts of Iron games tend to be fucking Hitler himself. And he tends to tell you the tutorials in character as Hitler, and so he's not helpful. He's not helpful.
That's fun.
Do this thing now!
I remember doing the tutorial for one of the Hearts of Irons games, and I did the whole fucking tutorial. I was like, I don't know anything. Hitler just yelled a lot. He told me to do something, he didn't really explain why, and I don't know.
He told you everything you needed to know.
How many hours do you have in Hearts of Iron, Willie?
I think about 200.
What's the rankings here of all these games?
Like in difficulty or how much I enjoy?
No. Hours.
Hours. Europa Universalis is definitely number one. That's like 1,600 hours. Then probably Hearts of Iron, and then Crusader Kings, and then Victoria. I think I only have like 80 hours in Victoria or something like that.
Okay. A small 80.
For as far as Paradox games go, yeah.
Yeah. What are they in difficulty?
In difficulty, I'd say Victoria's the hardest. Hearts of Iron, I'd say
In my opinion, Europa Universalis is by far the easiest.
I would say that Hearts of Iron is easier because you don't have to worry about money.
Mm-hmm.
Money doesn't exist. All that matters is the number of factories you have.
That's lovely. I love not having to worry about money.
Mm-hmm. Anything that is analogous to money is it comes out of your civilian factory output, which you can always just build more of them because population also doesn't matter outside of the amount that you can mobilize.
You have a lot more hours in Victoria than you think you do.
Do I?
You have what percentage do you think you're off in that number you gave? I'm curious.
Well, you saying it like that, I'm gonna guess 50.
Okay, no, you're still way off. You want to try again? Because you said around 80 hours.
You did say that.
Double it?
You're still way off.
I forgot I put so much time into it.
You have 319 hours in Victoria too. It's like you're way off.
Well, I'll say that I feel like I may have effectively.
You were also way off on Europa Universalis as well.
Oh no!
I guess like 1600.
No.
How bad was it?
No.
You were way off.
No. What is it?
2,200 hours.
Oh yeah.
You were off by months of time.
The only game that I have played more than Europa Universalis, like period in general, is League of Legends.
And of course you were off by a lot with Hearts of Iron as well.
Look, there's a lot in these games, and you feel like you don't get a lot done.
And you said you'd done like 100-something hours with there. It's like way off. You're at 450 hours in Hearts of Iron 4.
I guess that's fair, yeah. I'd say the thing that makes Hearts of Iron a lot more fun in like the general gameplay sense is the fact that you spend the first half of the game planning, and then the second half of the game is executing the plan and making sure that things go correctly. So when you're prepared, then you kind of just let the game run itself, and it's relatively easy. Mm-hmm. There are times, though, when you gotta adjust. Because you essentially just set a front line, you have your men go forward, and the AI will kind of try and figure out where's the best places to engage and stuff. But it doesn't know how to do encirclements, and that's the best way to actually kill people in Hearts of Iron. So the encirclements are literally like you have a line of foot soldiers, and their job is to be the front line and to occupy the enemy front line, and then you send in tanks around the front line, and you have to micromanage the tanks.
And that one Civ 5, like, big World War II overhaul, that was the big weakness of the AI there as well. Because they had encirclement mechanics in that game as well, and the AI did not understand them. And so being a human person with a brain who understands it means that they'd have this big scary army, and then you would encircle it, and they would fall to fucking pieces.
It's not good when your AI doesn't understand the core mechanic of your game.
I mean, they're asking a lot of it. They're like, understand and master the World War II strategies, AI friends.
The way Hearts of Iron works is that you play it and you win by 1950, and if you don't, then firstly, you can't save the game after 1950. The game will just end. And secondly, the game slows to a crawl because every nation that exists will slowly start building up their military, and by the time 1950 rolls around, the game takes like a good 15 to 20 seconds at max speed to go through every day. So it ends up being a lot.
My hope is that when we get to Hearts of Iron, Alba will be so much more powerful than other countries. It will be like Alba is the allied powers, and it's just the one faction.
That's what I'm trying to get us to.
All the others.
We need to be big, and we need to be strong.
So that even
if
the whole world is against us and they're trying to ramp up, it's like, I'm sorry, but we're too far ahead. Who cares?
Exactly. And then Alba will become too big to fail.
Yeah. And then we'll get enough of the Earth for us to reasonably say that we took it over when we go into Stellaris.
It's time.
It is time to take Galatia.
We'll slow this down by one.
We're coming.
I wish the world order would allow me to take more at once, but I will accept this.
We are coming for Galicia.
And then we're gonna paint Africa more red once we start taking more of their African colonies in the future.
Gimme, 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 gimme,
After
gimme,
midnight.
gimme, 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 gimme.
I do want. I know that Alba is by
midnight.
far like the most populous nation in the world, but I really do want Alba to also be the like land area biggest empire in the world as well, simultaneously.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fair. We deserve it.
Don't get
I
any
want the
fucking
biggest
ideas,
economy,
Russia.
the biggest military, the biggest land size, and the biggest population. That's what I want.
Reasonable demands.
So that if the aliens landed, they'd be like, "Who is the leader?" Everyone would know. It's like well,
Everybody would sigh and say they are.
Just like nowadays, if someone lands in Washington D.C., that we're just gonna say, yeah, we're the leaders.
It's like, look, fucking Germany doesn't even want to deal with Russia. If the aliens show up, the Germans are like, go to Washington.
Go west.
Talk
go west,
to
young
them.
man.
Don't talk to me.
We're making 13 research points every day. Which the thing we're researching right now will give us more.
Is that the double one?
Yeah.
Or 50%?
50,
or whatever it is. Yeah.
Which, can we do that one? Well, we'll almost be able to. In 1870, we'll be able to do more.
What a fabulous
If
beard
we could
that
just
man
roll
had.
over to the next research thing and then sweep up all the stuff research we've been skipping.
Mm-hmm.
I want it. I want the industry numbers to go up. I want to be first. I want to be first. I want Alba to start sprinting. I want Alba to get the technology where we could take treaties we have and just rip them up. No one cares.
I'd
That's
love
what
that.
I want.
I want to sprint so fast that even if we tripped, it doesn't matter. We still fly so fast. It's fine.
The momentum.
We do officially have a military of over 1 million strong, by the way.
Yay! We're like up to our peak in 1680 now. We've finally gotten there.
Great.
We've recovered from the second dark age, ladies and gentlemen.
It's happened.
It only took about 250 years, but we did it.
And we will assure that it never happens again.
I man cursed us, so I'm just saying.
You will learn correct.
You will learn the alage.
We are still making a lot of money, and as we can see, we are making more now.
We are
after
rebuilding.
we decreased our
We're
tariff.
rebuilding. We can. How about we decrease the tariffs by 5%, right? And then
Just that at a time. Don't scare me. Don't scare me.
It's okay.
shocking the markets.
It just slipped. It slipped. The button slipped.
The money men will get scared. They'll hide under the cover.
They'll do a run on the banks.
Do we want to end the war?
Will they give me what I demand?
If they give us me what I want,
then
yes.
I'm fine with it. Yes.
Thank you for your country. Thank you.
Oh, it's beautiful. Look at that.
It's so
It's
red.
like a whole thing.
You go to
We now
Madrid
rule more of Iberia than we ever have before.
Yep.
and Valencia. And now we can fully say that we have encircled the French.
Oh yeah. So that when the war with them happens, we will hit them on all sides.
When will the war with them happen?
Whenever we're allowed, probably when the big red button gets pressed, because that's when we'll just start. Like in a decade, we'll just consume them all.
Do they have allies?
I really
They have no
want.
official allies.
I really don't want France to make it to Hearts of Iron. I don't want that.
No, I'd like to stop them now.
So would I. So let's figure out what we need to do to get there.
Yeah.
Do we want to keep doing what we're doing with the stealing? I love stealing. But France does need to be dealt with.
I want to break France.
And if we're going to deal with France, we either need to start doing a concerted effort with them and stop stealing, or we have to push the big red button of no return.
I really want to break their back.
We've had an army trapped in fucking Anatolia for like 3 years, and
the labyrinth.
They haven't seen their families in a long time.
They're fine.
No, it might be Mexico versus Alba. That's
the United States isn't doing so hot.
But Mexico.
Does the U.S. still exist? The U.S. still exists.
It does. It does.
They don't have any big problem. Well, they still have the Underground Railroad.
I love the idea, right, of us looking away and then looking back, and they've already had their civil war. It's done. We missed it.
They would usually send a newspaper if it happened.
I would assume. Sure.
It was in a side article we didn't see.
No, it was on page 2. Never get to page 2.
Well,
the Jacobins are organizing.
I think it'd be... Oh, that's a lot of regiments.
Oh, it is.
But I think it would be that the American Civil War would start around the same time that the big war between France and Alba happened, and that took up the front page.
Yeah.
Because, the million-man armies and everything.
Yeah.
Versus some Civil War with like a couple thousand people.
Mm-hmm.
All right. It's time to start applying these engineers, and then
once these armies are fixed, I want every province between us and France to have soldiers on it so that there's no leakage.
That is the goal.
Yeah.
Because
the Emperor's finger is circling around the button.
The last time that we fought France, there was a lot of leakage, and it was a mess.
No more leaking. The dam will hold.
We have level 2 forts in all of the northern provinces. They have level 2 forts against us, and it looks like that's their highest tier fort. But we have artillery, so that doesn't matter that much. It's fine if the rich people gain consciousness, right?
Yeah. We tend to kill all the rich people when they get uppity.
That's true.
So it's fine.
France is like second to us in almost every category.
Mm-hmm. I wanna hit them so hard and just see them fall down.
Their total score is 700 and something now.
All we would need to do.
Up to us.
All we would need to do is humiliate them if one comes up. Humiliation takes away their prestige, and I believe it also makes them pay us reparations. So I just want to get the army ready so that if another one of those events comes up and we can humiliate them, we're ready. So we add all of you. You're more artillery.
What year do the Great War crises start happening?
I think it's contingent on a technology, but it's usually around like 1880 to 90.
Okay. Just making sure we don't step into France and then it becomes a whole problem.
We got time.
It will let us know when it is going to be a thing.
Whenever we step in there and the game's like, this is going to be a thing. Are you sure?
What will happen when that happens?
Well, we will get a big notification, like a big pop-up that will say the war to end all wars. And it'll just tell us that any war between great powers will now be considered a great war.
Yeah.
That's when any other
Jordan,
great power can just jump in.
You know those crises that have been popping up every now and then with like the rebels and they allow people to choose sides? Well, what's happening is that one of the great powers will step in, right? And then the crisis will end. Right. But if the big war to end all wars is happening, you'll have two great powers fighting, and then all the other great powers will need to choose a side. And if whatever side they choose, they will go to war with the other side.
It is important to mention they don't have to choose.
They don't have to choose, but I feel like they absolutely will. I think
that they will, and I have a feeling I know where they will go.
I have a feeling they won't be on our side. No. Because that has historically been what has happened.
Probably. But there's no mecanic that forces them to join. So there will probably be some that don't. But I would expect at least France and Sweden.
Vladimir Torov, Sweden, and France will all go to war with us simultaneously. And then Hungary will be neutral for a minute. But then we'll
they
have
will
a
not
big
be.
bad battle where we lose a lot of guys, and they will say, "Ha ha!" and then they will join, and it will be a whole
I can see
thing.
that.
Mm-hmm. That sounds
We can start a
feasible.
fun Dark Age.
It's feasible and also dreadful.
Wretched. Horrible.
Mm-hmm. I want to invent tanks now. I want to invent tanks now before the other people do.
For tanks, we need infiltration. And that allows us to start building tanks. It's one of these.
1900.
Tank experience.
You.
That's 30 years from now.
That's 1,000 years.
Well, maybe we'll have had like at least 3 wars with France by the time all that shit happens,
Maybe.
and they won't be important anymore.
Which parts of France are we gonna go for first?
I want to link up the south.
Okay.
Taking the Mediterranean coastline.
Yeah, because their capital is up here in Brest.
It is.
That all makes sense.
Or Brittany, I should say. But if we can take the rest of French Provence, because Nice is a part of Provence, if we could take Languedoc.
Trade unions.
I hate them. I hate them. Oh. We can make them in Ulster, all the pores lose consciousness.
We can put some
or
spies in
emergency.
the factories.
Let's get some spies in the trade unions. That sounds delicious.
I would like that.
I do like that.
Fucking trade unions causing problems.
How dare they?
Kolterkampf.
Probably
Kolterkampf.
Crackdown. I tend to favor Crackdown.
We tend to pick those options repeatedly.
And I do love that the money men just build all of our railroads. It makes me very happy.
The natives will adapt.
They sure will.
They will have to.
Gonna learn today. The Russian Empire wants to be friends.
I don't want them to be friends. I want them to die. I want them to fall down.
Are they still small?
Yeah,
Okay.
they're still small.
I'm just
Okay.
I'm full of fear. Oh,
No
Turov
jump
has some
scare.
big armies. Oh no, that was Vladimir. Vladimir has some big armies.
Yeah.
Oh, we have another stranded man in the east, by the way.
Do we? Oh, damn it. Go home.
Oh.
Those are like college-educated engineers, and we tell them it's like, you're fired, fuck off.
We don't need you. Go home. Get on the
Draining
border.
my pocketbook.
Every time one of you hits 3 or 30,000, you go straight to the border. You have artillery, or you have engineers. You don't have engineers. Take an engineer.
Have one.
Take one. It's for you.
Yeah.
Do we have extra artillery sitting around? We do. We'll move you down here. And you need an engineer. Do we have one right here? That's artillery. Do you have... You have a lot of artillery. Just split you in half. And you go over here. Do the mix and the match and the match and the mix. You need...
We need fucking bullet trains.
I would love bullet trains. We're slowly building up there, though. And where'd that engineer go? There you are.
In Europa Universalis, it would take regiments usually like 2 or 3 weeks to go from one province to the other. And now it happens in like 4 days.
To the front. And you will go to this front. And we will expand these forts. Intervene eventually. We're busy. Eaten by cannibals.
Oh my god.
Our botanical
Oh.
expedition.
The camp is deserted. There's trace remains. Oh, there was a struggle. Tracks lead further
our
away to
expedition
the
has
vast,
vanished.
inhospitable hell beyond.
God damn it.
Why did he have to go and get eaten?
Why do you do that?
Muhammad Ali's reforms in Egypt. Wonder what that's all about.
They're still uncivilized, so fuck them. The only thing stopping us from stealing more of their land is the fact that we're about to have a big war. Maybe you should transport a bunch of these troops we have in the Middle East back to Europe.
Yeah.
That wouldn't be a bad idea.
We have 1 trillion troops out there. We
also about to go down.
The troops we have in Spain should probably line up along the French border as well.
Where's the transport fleet? Over here.
In the ocean.
We'll move you here. Move you here.
Can they stand in the mountains? Is that allowed?
I think so.
Okay. It's like making sure they won't say I'm freezing to death while in the mountains.
I will go ahead and build some forts here, though.
We have the Spanish front. We're going to have the Italian front. We're going to have the French front.
Are we going to have an Italian
in
front?
Italy.
Oh, I guess
yes.
Down here, yeah.
We absolutely will have an Italian front. The bulk of the French troops are in the north, but they have shit down here as well.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, what else do we need? We need more horses. Where are all the horses? You got horses? Send those horses down. Bhutan, we don't care.
I don't care about Bhutan. Why would I ever care about Bhutan?
You have horses, so send them there.
Secret police.
Bolivia will hate us.
Fuck them.
Let's just keep splitting this. Split all this down. It's just artillery and engineers. Oh, select here. And you. Boop, boop. Okay, so you got horses. You go down to the front now. I love seeing Germany getting clean. And we didn't even have to sweep it.
Good.
I do imagine sweeping is a horrible, terrible, like, not slur, but a curse word that we say. We don't say fuck. We sweep. Oh, sweep!
Well, it's been established well and firm that places that are about to get right fucked we refer to as sweep.
Okay. Monday nearly lost his eyesight on his left eye to a careless coworker on the ladder. Tuesday ruined his best shirt in a desperate attempt to save his arm from a gluttonous machine. Wednesday escaped by near fright when a brick came tumbling down from above, dropped by a construction worker. Thursday slipped on an oil slick and nearly broke his neck. Friday choked on a piece of sandwich but was saved by a thump on his back. Some could be avoided if the safety regulations in the factory were followed.
I love the response. Okay.
We can't do that. That will make militancy no good. What's the good for him to do? 40% what now?
Low safety, which I believe is.
We have some safety regulations.
There's
right now.
an amount.
Right? Didn't we have? Yeah, we have minimal safety
we gave
regulations
them that.
currently.
Low safety. I mean, all pops.
Good for him.
Yeah, good for him. Good for him.
We instituted some fucking labor stuff way before they were yelling at us about it, so it's fine.
They can deal. Move you up here. Oh, not all of you. Just you. You need more artillery and a horse. You can have horse. Where's the big gun? Surely we got a big gun around here somewhere. There's some. Here, take a big gun. And you just need a horse. Not you. You. Bum, 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 ba-dum, bum, bum. Bum, bum. Oh. New political party. So the old conservatives have gone away. So what's now here? It doesn't look like they've changed. Really?
What do you mean? What is?
They changed their name. I don't think any of the economic stuff has changed. We can open factories now.
where our factory's not open before.
Like we can open
before we had to have the monopoly men do it.
I see. Interesting.
So I guess the conservatives have become slightly more reactionary.
Mm-hmm.
Good. As
because they see that red bit there growing ever larger, and they are getting concerned, and they're like, maybe we should just let the Emperor do whatever he wants.
I like it when the Emperor gets to do whatever he wants. That's my favorite thing.
We have the troops in the Middle East that need to be brought home. We have troops in England that could probably be brought to the mainland to join with the eventual French front.
All true.
We got a lot of troops that need to be brought in. They're still in the ocean.
There's so much to do.
I know, mobilizing for a 1,000,000-man conflict's a lot, you know.
This transport fleet doesn't even really have any transports in it.
A bit of a misnomer.
How about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. There. We'll build 11 more transport ships, and we'll add that to that one, and we'll have that movement around a little bit more.
I still remember when I knew a little bit about Victoria and really hadn't played it before, and I said that when the time comes, we're going to let the Monopoly men run the economy, and him taking great umbrage with that concept.
At the time, I didn't understand.
I wanted to shake you at the time. I was like, we're going to let the Monopoly men run it. We'll die.
We will die.
We will die.
We could just do a Soviet Union, you know? They had great ideas.
Make me scream.
No.
Command economy.
I'll fucking kill myself.
Imagine having to care about every single fucking fishmonger and every goddamn ammunition maker.
Ugh.
We would need committees.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So that enough people, someone would be like, hey, what about this thing that everyone's forgotten about? It's like, oh shit, we have forgotten that.
We just need more horses, I think. So, do any of you still have horses? Are you all engineers? We
totally have horses somewhere.
We have some horses coming down from Ireland.
You have horses right there. You're clicking on them now.
Yeah.
If you hover on the name, on the numbers, it shows you, yeah. There you go. That'll show you. Because it's men, horses, cannon.
Horses, men, then cannon.
But it's not aligned that way over there on the left.
On the left? Like
whenever
I know that it's not.
It shows the pictures. You see the pictures. Yeah. It goes men, horses, cannon. So why would it be different there? Why would they do that?
I don't know, but they did
Why would they do this?
I don't know, but they did it.
How could they?
Fucking scum trash.
How about we send all of the engineers here to Osnabrück? All of you. The artillery, that's all going to Nienberg. And the engineers, you're all going to Lingen. That's just where we're sending everybody now. Organize. Go.
By the way, speaking of trash, late last night I did convert that one thing, that MP4 to an MP3, and I did put that on the soundboard.
Okay.
I did do that. I had to actually slice another second off of it before they'll accept it. But if you listen,
glad we have that.
If you focus your mind, you can see what the song is.
Great.
You just sliced off seconds of the song?
If you focus your mind. We're not in the appropriate chat for me to do it at the moment. I think I still have it on my computer to add it.
I like that you've named it garbage.
So
you're all you're all engineers. These are all horses. No, who? Hold on. Who's not a horse?
Which of you are not horses?
One of you is not a horse. Tell me.
That's my horse.
You're not a horse.
That's my horse.
That's my horse. You go there. You go there. You go there. I guess I could actually pick you up. We've got men over in the Middle East I gotta move. You. Alba is moving.
Slowly but surely.
I wonder if Twitch would pick up the song if we
surely not. Surely.
You want to try it? I did put it on the Alderoth circle.
Do it.
Everyone, gird yourself. That was a song. Now, my audience, what song do you think that was?
I think I might need to hear it again.
If you were to take the video and slow it down, you would also have the laughing slowed down. Just
everyone, focus your minds. Tell me what the song was. Okay, hold on. Okay, there you go. Just filter it in like an AI.
Oh God. You go there, and then
I don't think that they're advanced enough to know what that was.
My laughter would be so genuinely powerful if the VOD is muted on those parts. If they're like, no, you tried stealing our material there. You're playing our music and enjoying it. Ad free even.
Maybe that's how Tyler should have gotten around the music constantly doing that when he was doing things.
Just fucking compress
and compress all the files.
All of the John Williams music in the background.
Just squeeze them down. We got a big line foreman.
I love it. I love it. I love it.
I like big line.
War France. War France.
It's common. Actually, I think we can do a man crop now. We'll do a big man crop, and that should finish up the rest of our resources we got. At least that we want to use right now. Go back home.
There's a province, Mune.
Yep.
Yeah, there we go. We gotta fill that hole.
Fill the hole.
Part of our line is made up of like weird Belgian rebels.
Well, they won't march through their territory.
Belgian Wallonie.
Oh, well, they are in the French sphere. So I guess we're gonna surround you too.
We may have to.
Oh, the flu's back.
Oh, of course, of course.
Fight the disease with money.
Fight it off.
Throw money at the illness.
Tired of disease.
I think putting troops
way.
in Legion Sioux is enough because I think Trier is not bordering it.
We gotta do down here too.
Yeah, we need the troop in Sal need to go in Noshfurt, and we need troops in Geneva. The new income of troops in the Middle East might be enough to fill up those lines.
True. And we'll move the men from the Balkans. They'll come down here. It's all mountains anyway.
Mm-hmm. So we'll just have those troops be stationary, and if they attack, they'll have to attack the mountains. We'll have a terrain advantage.
Lazy natives. Those lazy natives. Go set up shop in Geneva. We'll build some forts there.
Yeah, that army in Basel, I think. I think they're in the interior. They can move forward to Notchville.
They actually have a French border.
Do they have a... Oh, yeah, they do. Yeah, they do.
If that makes it easier.
That does make it a lot easier, actually.
Oh, that wasn't where I wanted you to go.
Almost sent him to Japan.
No, not Japan. So far. We will put tiny guys there. And then I believe that's the entirety of the French border. We could also fix them up a little bit too, but we can get that.
Are they aware of what's happening?
I imagine they are, given that their troops are also along the border.
They sure are.
They're not as along the border as they were like a few years ago. It was very concerning. The first farmers' bank. We can start nationalizing banks. Oh, did a bank fail?
It's a public secret that the First Farmers Bank of Stade is a part of the North German resistance.
That doesn't sound good at all.
Opposition
that sounds
to
way worse
that?
than I thought it was.
Settlement in province is staunch within
Bankers
the
backing
institution. The bank
rebels.
has gone so far as
How
to bidding
fucking
out
dare
land to
they?
prevent it from being bought by non-North Germans.
We can't have resistance in Germany. Germany's our core fucking part of our empire.
They've been integrated with us
Nationalize
for so long
that cocksucking bank right now.
Yeah. Who do they fucking think they are?
It's our money. I don't know what you think you're doing.
How are the Middle Eastern, that was the word, transports going?
Get in
The
there.
whole crop of men who have to come over here.
What? Against Arabia by the Namjoids. Okay.
I was confused. I was like, I didn't do nothing to you.
Excuse me?
I was thinking they were trying to do that to us, and I was very confused. I don't think you're gonna have a good time with that, sir.
If they declare war on us, then we'd be able to hurt them so badly. We're like, we want a state.
It'd be wonderful.
And we wouldn't get any infamy out of it. It'd be great. God help anyone who launches an offensive war against us. That's just giving us a blank check to take things.
We lick our lips in hunger.
Yes. We hear there's been a surprise attack in the Balkans. and we just look longingly at the big red button.
I think once those troops that are coming in from Constantinople, once they get into Geneva, I think we'll have the whole frontier lined.
Bolivia's
Tutankhamun's
discovered
tomb.
Tutankhamun's tomb.
Oh.
Bolivia
cool.
sent fucking explorers to fucking Egypt and discovered Tutankhamun's tomb. Alba was too busy fucking shooting people in the region to be looking for nothing.
Truth.
We've had a lot of discoveries, but we're busy sometimes.
We're a busy people.
We can't discover everything.
Sometimes the Bolivians have to come over here and find our things.
Okay. So we'll move you
We have such a
guys.
massive troops in the capital.
They've
making sure
been
everyone
stationed there for
understands.
so long.
Make sure everyone understands that this is the Emperor's land and no one else's. No socialist rebels or anything.
The other ships haven't come up yet. What's our... We are quickly catching up to France.
Good.
We are within spitting distance.
France
I
is
would love to spit on them.
France is really shrinking the gap between us. It's not double anymore.
I do wonder, where is their population? If we can take Languedoc, then we would be able to steal a lot of their production right off the bat. Andalusian East Angola.
I don't give a shit about that.
Eventually.
Don't they realize we're about to make a crisis? That's gonna happen. It's gonna be way more.
A school strike.
Way more interesting.
I don't like these strikes. We might need to reform the curricula.
There's a special place in hell for large swine like you.
Oh, is that so? Is that so?
It's like, you motherfucker, I ferry the souls to the afterlife.
The Athens school strike of 1868 is in full swing. Verb form, sweetie. They're the key to success. Okay. So I
Why does that one army have 33 regiments instead of 30 in it?
They just spawned a man crop.
Let's see.
Andalusia has given up African territory. Ndongo, wherever the fuck that is. Oh, down there.
Oh, right there.
Oh, yeah.
Some interior territory.
France told them it's a thing now.
Mm-hmm. Andalusia just gets bullied by everybody now.
Yeah. As they deserve. We'll send all the infantry over this way. But it's about time we start wrapping up anyway. So we could start off our next time pressing the big red button.
With the big red button.
We're
committing to it now.
We'll be finishing this tier of research improvement in the next couple of months. And we'll be able to get the next one in 1870. So we're only a year away from it. Good. So we can probably do another military tech in between now and then.
Okay.
I'd like to do point defense because it lets us dig in more and helps just about everything. Mm-hmm. But that can be stuff that we start doing in the next time.
I'm afraid of the big red button.
We're going to press it.
We can always build more. We still have room for the man crop. But if you like that stuff and all this other stuff that we've been doing and talking about and you know, wasting your time with and all that good stuff, we do this stuff every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday and stuff and such as. And you can always drop a follow and a like and all that extra other stuff that you can do on Twitch and YouTube, because we do that too.
Mm-hmm. We do everything all the time.
We do. We sure do. And next time you can watch us either explode or kick the supports out of the entire world.
I've been ready for a third Dark Age.
Mm-hmm. We've been preparing.
We're gonna have one Dark Age per game.
That's a real scary concept, you know. Hearts of Iron starts in 1936 and ends in 1950. That's a short time.
Dark Age.
Well, the fourth Dark Age will start in 1947, and we will have a few years to wrap up that Dark Age, or else we'll start Stellaris and a continual Dark Age.
I don't like that.
We'll go to Stellaris and we will be like fucking medieval monks. That'll be like the typical man again.
I don't like that at all.
Horrible.
And we'll have to go through feudal technologies while also being like, I want a space station.
I will say, and this will be a thing you can quote me on, France will be gone by the time we're like halfway through Hearts of Iron.
They will be gone now.
I at least want them to be toothless by the time we get to Hearts of Iron. Bare minimum.
The important thing is that we have railroads around, and because we'll have supply no matter where we go, we can send all of the big tanks and everything we can imagine at them. So we will have the manpower and might to squish them like grapes. As long as
maybe they'll get strong debuffs, considering the fact that we're going to go into Hearts of Iron and we already control Paris.
Oh, maybe.
Maybe the game will be like, oh, France is sad.
It's like, oh, France got consumed.
Oh, poor guys.
We'll turn them into a goddamn puppet government.
Anyway, do that like, comment, and subscribe thing, and we love you all. Have a good one. Bye.